Back again for another episode of the panel. I got the good fellas with me, Mars, Chilltown, and Penn. And just to let you know from the start of the show, this is brought to you by none other than PrizePicks. Y'all see the title of the show. Let the games begin. The NBA Cup in-season tournament is in full effect, and we have now reached the second stage of play, which is the knockout rounds. We have a couple good games tonight. The first game of which will be the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Orlando Magic. And then after that game, we have the Dallas Mavericks versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. Two slugfests. I can't wait to see these games. And we are going to give you our predictions and just detail each game in general. Is there a game that you guys are looking forward to more between these two games?
Yeah. That Thunder Oklahoma City Dallas game. Yes.
Yeah, that's a hell of a game, huh, Chill?
Yes, sir. I am. I'm looking forward to that. They look different with Luka back in the lineup. I think with Luka seeing how they were rolling with him out of the lineup, I mean, he's still playing this game. I just think that he is more conscious of what they were doing and recognizing that I got to give more effort, and I have to, because I don't want to screw up what's been going on with this crew. I mean, they only lost once when he was out the lineup. They lost one time. That doesn't mean that they're a better team without him. No, that doesn't mean that at all. That means that with me back in the lineup, we can be even better. And the way that we become better, is me giving more effort. I like the fact that they're playing faster. Luka getting off the ball a little bit more. So this Oklahoma City team, if Chet was there, this thing would be so much better. And I hate that he's not. I do. I hate that he's not there.
Penn, what game you looking forward to tonight?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to OKC for sure. Yeah, I mean, in the last matchup, it was tough, right? Because they didn't have Isaiah Hartenstein, and they just got killed on the glass, right? So now he's averaging, I'm gonna say, almost 13 rebounds a game since coming back. So that's gonna make a really big difference on the inside. We'll see. It should be close, and that's what you want for games like this.
Okay. And Mars, we can't have the game plan of let PJ Washington beat us. Okay, throw that out the window. We're not doing that no more. That's enough of that. No.
He can't do it again.
You said that in the play again. You said that in the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm gonna be right at some point. He can't
see
do
how that
it
worked
again.
out. No,
no way it happens again.
PJ Washington, you beat us. PJ Washington said, "No problem. I got you. You gonna leave me open all night? Okay." So
there's no way it happens again. It's impossible.
We gotta throw that plan out. We can't do that no more. That's not gonna work.
I would try it.
So Mars, how do the Thunder beat the Mavericks without Chet Holmgren, or do they?
Well, they can. I don't know if they will, but they can. I mean, they just got to play their game. Force turnovers, get out and run. Get the mismatches they want on the outside, whether that be Luka, Kyrie, Clay, whoever they want on the perimeter. Shea's got to make shots. J-Dub's got to make shots. And then obviously when they shrink the floor with Derek Lively in the middle, or Gafford, whoever's playing more minutes that game, you got to knock down your open threes. So Lou Dort, Alex Caruso, Isaiah Joe, Aaron Wiggins, all of those guys got to be ready to shoot. And then defensively, just you got to continue to play the way you played defensively. I mean, Luka presents a weird matchup just because of the amount of resources you have to commit to him. So he's not like most teams in the league. But generally, if you can still fly around, get deflections, slow down the Dallas offense, just make them don't get into what they want to get to until there's 8 seconds left, then you can kind of live with the results. And I'm still of the belief that PJ Washington is not going to continue to beat them forever. So
okay,
maybe you get some luck on that side. But if I had to guess, I'd probably have Dallas winning tonight. But I'm not sold either way. I'm not going to stand 10 toes on Dallas winning. I just think Dallas might win. So
yeah, tonight's really a coin flip.
Who would you rather face as the Rockets?
Oklahoma City.
Assuming Chet's healthy?
No, like Chet's not going to be healthy in the
Oh, I thought you meant in the playoff series. You meant in the next round.
Oh no.
Oklahoma City.
I'd rather play OKC.
Really? Okay.
The reason why I want to play OKC, Penn, is off the strength that defensively, I feel like we match up with them really well. Like with Chet there, he throws a monkey wrench in everything we trying to do defensively because we have a difficult time combating that. With Dallas, they got their bigs and their dirty work guys. Defensively, we may struggle with that. With Oklahoma City, I feel like we match up really well with them.
Mine was just Luka kills us every time we play them, and then so does
destroys y'all, Mars. I don't know what it is about.
I knew you were going with something like that, Mars.
I don't know what it is.
I don't want to deal with that. So like, I'd rather
dude hitting shots off the damn scoreboard, 80 feet
OKC,
off the ground.
But it's gonna be done by committee. We lose to Dallas. It's gonna be Clay made 8 threes, or Luka decided to make some circus shots. It's just gonna annoy me. So I'd rather just play OKC because of that. But Chill did put out some good points on like actual basketball wise why it would make more sense, but I just don't want to go through heartbreak.
When you got to do hitting shots off the scoreboard that's 800 feet off the ground, then how the hell we gonna beat them?
That's my mindset. Yep.
I'm good.
I'm tired of playing Luka, man. Luka be doing nonsense when you play us. So yeah, I'm tired.
Scoreboard.
Yo, Pin, when you asked Mars that question, you said really like if you were the Rockets, you wouldn't want to play Dallas. Who would you rather play if you were the Rockets?
I mean, I think I sincerely respect OKC more as a basketball team. So
even without Chet?
Yeah, I do. I think they have a lot of depth, and if you're going 8 deep, I think they're. I don't know. I think they have a lot of talent, and I think they can suffocate the perimeter guys really well. So, yeah, I think there's multiple. Like when the game tightens up, it really comes down to who's your weak link, and I feel like Dallas has weak links defensively that you can attack, like Luka, like Clay at times. So that's at least 2 guys. Whereas in a tight game, in a tight situation, I feel like they're gonna have issues rotating. They're gonna have issues sometimes in transition. Whereas OKC, they're just such a disciplined team, and also I think Mark Daigneault, again, this is not a playoff game, but this is like as close as we're gonna get to a playoff game until the play-in tournament. So yeah, like if Mark Daigneault is. Like I just think he's got the personnel to create a game to create a single game plan, but again, shooting variance plays such a huge part in a single knockout. So I don't know. Like I understand the fear factor with Luka. Like oh my god, he can go out for 50 and beat us every night, but he could also have like a 9 for 32 game.
I think the difference with that though, Penn, is he does so many other things and he puts so much pressure on the defense just with his presence.
Shea doesn't.
That's where I was going, but I feel like he does more though than Shea does in terms of putting pressure on defenses, getting downhill, distributing the basketball, scoring the basketball. I feel like he does more than Shea. Now, when you're talking about defensively, I mean, this is a defense. Don't get me wrong. I think Oklahoma City's defense is phenomenal, but when I think about Dallas defensively, how much can you protect Luka, especially when we get into the meat and potatoes of the game? How much can you protect him? Well, we can't protect him that much. And at some point, Luka's going to have to defend, right? He's going to have to defend at some point. So if that's the case, and if that's what I'm relying on, if I'm relying on Luka having to defend, sure, the idea is Oklahoma City's going to win. However, I have seen Luka defend in stretches. And Luka saw what was going on when he was out of the lineup. So with him seeing what's going on out of the lineup, he knows that, my effort has to change. And because his effort has to change, I think the guys like Daniel Gafford, I think Lively, I think those guys get on the glass and they clean glass. Also with PJ Washington, I don't think there'll be a toughness issue. I think that everything that they need on the defensive end would be there.
Chill. I was listening to when after Penn asked that question, and like I knew you was going to, Chill, you stood on Chet Holmgren. And when you said Chet, I'm thinking, yeah, but they got Luka, and I don't want to disrespect, but I'm just still not on this Chet wagon with y'all. I don't think OKC Like when he got hurt, and I was saying like they got Isaiah Hartenstein. It might not look the same, but I think the impact is still there.
Yeah.
I don't think the loss of Chet is as detrimental as y'all think it is.
It is, Ox. And the reason why I say that, because you as a ball player, you've seen teams where we're pretty matched. We're matched up pretty evenly, and you may even have an edge somewhere. But then there's this. Okay, we don't have that. They got that, and we don't have that. And with Chet, that's the difference. Okay, we don't have. Can you imagine Derek Lively as a stretch five? How much better Dallas would be if Derek Lively could pass? Like, and Derek Lively can pass, but if Derek Lively could
basically, if he was a unicorn,
if he could do those,
basically, if he was a guard trapped inside a 7-footer's body,
how much better would Dallas be? Like, you'd be looking at Dallas going, we don't have that. In addition to
they don't need Derek Lively to be able to pass.
But what I'm saying is that if they had that, okay, other teams are looking at them going, we don't have that. In addition to him glass cleaning, and in addition to him protecting the rim the way he does, I got people telling me Derek Lively looking like he might be on an all defensive team this year. So I got a guy that's elite on the defensive side of the ball too, plus being a playmaker, plus being a bucket getter. That's the difference with Chet, because he keeps defenses so much more honest. Not only does he keep them honest, he throws a monkey wrench in a lot of other defenses because you don't have an answer for that.
Don't get me wrong. Like the Derek Lively's ability to make basic reads and pass the ball out, like I see that. But I'm saying like he does. They don't need him to be Jokic. You know what I'm saying? They don't need him to be out here to do anything extraordinary. His ability to make basic reads like he does and make good passes, sound passes. You know what I'm saying? Yep. That's cool. And once again, like I think Chet's an amazing basketball player. I just think that team all around, like we were talking about last week or the week before. I think J-Dub is their second best player. I know y'all think Chet is. You know what I'm saying? I think that team is so deep. I think Isaiah Hartenstein is so good that they're fine without Chet. Now, that's not a knock to Chet either. I'm just saying, like, just because they don't got Chet, I think OKC is still just as dangerous.
Now, so who you got tonight?
Dallas and OKC. Who you liking, Ox?
It's in OKC too.
I don't think that matters. But I mean, Luka, they don't got nothing for Luka. PJ go crazy against them.
They don't got nothing for SGA.
Yeah, but bro, with all the respect, SGA not Luka, bro.
He's not.
With all the respect, Luka's not SGA.
Come on, Ron. We don't got to do this, bro.
We're not doing it. I
think SGA is great, bro. But Luka's just a little different, though. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the game, I don't think we're really fearing SGA like we fearing Luka. You know what I mean?
Mars, you agree with that?
I get what he's saying. I think Luka's in a different tier to Shea.
Yeah, I think I'm
talking about the fear factor. Is who's more scared?
No,
I'm talking about Dallas
generally. Are you talking
about both teams?
When they play
Both
the
teams. Both teams.
No, we ain't talking about the Rockets, Mars.
When they play the Rockets, then I'm not gonna lie, Luke is the scariest human I ever seen. But in general, no, I think you're more fearful of Luka, and I think the reasoning is like anytime you have someone who's able to make threes off the bounce, like that's extremely scary. Like I think that's what makes Steph so scary. I think that's what makes Dame so scary. Shea is he's going to get by you, then he's going to stop. He's going to get to the elbow, the mid range. He's going to make a bunch of shots. But like I think there's more fear when you have someone who from 30 feet can like ice a game, and that's not really Shea. And I'm not saying you have to be able to pull up threes to be better than someone. I'm just talking about the pure fear factor of it. I think the scariest ways, I think, for me, and I'm just talking to someone watching the game, none of this has actually happened to me, but the most scary way for me to kill someone's spirit is if you either be a relentless athlete, constantly getting to the rim and finishing, or be able to make threes off the bounce. And Shea is like, he can get to the rim, but he's not doing it like Anthony Edwards. He's not flying over people, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but Mars, he got that whistle.
Luke got a whistle too. Luke,
but hold on, doesn't Shea lead the league in drives?
He lead the league in drives every year, yeah.
And doesn't he lead the league in scoring off drives?
I believe so, yeah.
So I mean, wouldn't that be even
but
more
like
scary?
I said, he's not doing it like he's not flying over people. Like like if you're telling me I got two people coming downhill, and one of them is Anthony Edwards with a head of steam, and the other one is Kyrie, I'm more fearful of Anthony Edwards.
Well, yeah, but
you get what I'm saying?
no,
Like,
I get
I'm
what
not
you're
saying
saying.
Kyrie. I'm not saying
You
Kyrie
might get
not gonna
dunked on,
lay
you
me
might get
something
embarrassed.
crazy.
There might be a highlight reel, but
that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about fear. What would I fear more? Someone, for all intents and purposes, putting their nuts in my face, or someone finishing a crazy layup? Like, I know which one I fear more.
I was about to get to Luke. I was gonna get to Kyrie too. Like they got. I mean, I just think Dallas. I think I got Dallas tonight. That's all. I got Dallas tonight.
Ox, you said that with Chet, without Chet, they're fine. And for all intents and purposes, sure, but we're talking about a championship level team. And I think when you're talking about a championship level, a team that can win the whole thing, you have to have something different. In addition to having luck on your side, I won't argue that, because you definitely need some things to go your way. But you have to have something that other team doesn't have. That's right. In all fairness, every team that has won the NBA championship, they've had something that this other team didn't have. We got this and you don't. So when I think about what Chet brings, when I think about what Chet brings to Oklahoma City, that's something that you don't have. That's the difference in them winning it. Now, them still being a good team without Chet, I think that goes without saying. They're at the top of the Western Conference still. But when we're talking about winning the whole thing, what do we have that you don't have? Him right there. That's the difference in us winning.
Yeah, but remember, I never had OKC winning the whole thing.
I still think they're a year away. I still think that they're a year away from winning it. I don't think that they're there yet, but I think they're close.
And the thing is, I think people are going to assume that they're not going to win because they don't got Chet. I don't think they was going to win with Chet.
I think that they were. I think they were in the. I think they had a real good shot at being in the championship. I had Minnesota in the West. I was. That's looking real whack right now. But yeah, that's looking real whack.
Chill. We only a fourth away through the season.
We know Chet can still be back for the playoffs.
One more time, Oz.
We know Chet can be back for the playoffs. He's probably gonna be there in the postseason.
Would they risk that though, Mars?
I mean, if they're saying they're expecting by February, I mean, I think an extra 2 months. I don't know how much of a risk. I mean, I don't know how his body's gonna heal. I don't know. I don't know the severity of his injury. How
he broke his hip, Mars.
I can
understand that. But when they say 8 weeks to be reevaluated, or whether they said 8 to 10 weeks,
8 to 10 weeks.
If they reevaluate him in February, I'm 80% confident he's gonna be in the playoffs in some capacity. But and I'm not saying you guys are wrong. I'm just saying we talk about it like he's guaranteed to not be back, and that's why I'm guessing.
It's just the estimation for me, Mars. I just think he's out for the season. I don't think that they're going to risk it. I did.
If he is back though, Chill, I hope it's because he's back and not because.
Yeah, I hope they don't just force him out.
Rushing him, sure.
Right, and the big reason is because I think that team is still so young. Let's not further his injury. You know what I'm saying? Make it any more worse than it is because we feel like we have to win right now. I don't think they have to win right now. I know from the public, from a fan standpoint, people are going to be like, "Oh man, they haven't won this. They keep getting knocked out. They're terrible. We're off the OKC train." It's like these dudes are young. They're super young. Their window is wide open, and a lot of their star players still have room to grow. Like J-Dub and Chet still have a lot of room to go. I don't know how much better SGA can get. I mean, he's still already phenomenal. I don't know exactly. Maybe it's more mental. I'm not sure. Being a leader, whatever, those things do matter. But the rest of their team, they still got a lot of room to grow. So that I think they should just play smart. And on top of that too, it's really on my mind because I was listening to Penny Hardaway last night and this morning, and talking about how he kept playing through that meniscus and how we feel like that really did him in. And it's just like, man, that's
he said he should have retired, Ox. He said, I think after 97, it was either 97 or 98. He said he should have been done. He said he should have quit.
Talking about just looking at that, and that just brings me back to the conversation we've been having all year with these injuries, mostly talking about Joel Embiid and people like that, where it's like, bro, I hope these guys stop trying to force their way through playing with serious injuries. So if Chet's healthy, I mean, great, get on the floor. But if it still hurts or whatever, if it's bad, if it's still inflamed or whatever the situation is, I don't know nothing about hip injuries, but I hope he comes back when he's ready to.
Destroy Bo Jackson's career. Destroyed it.
Y'all, I want to bring it back to tonight because we do have a heavyweight matchup, and it's also bigger implications than just the in-season tournament tonight. Obviously, Oklahoma City, they are the number 1 team in the Western Conference at 18-5. The Dallas Mavericks are the number 4 seed at 16-8. It's only 2.5 games that separates these two teams. They're both fighting for that number one spot. Remember, both of these teams played last year in the playoffs. Oklahoma City was the number one seed, but they ended up getting upset, if you will, by the Dallas Mavericks, who went on to the NBA championship. And then also, too, kind of how we've mentioned, you have a clash of two heavyweights, two guys that are looking to both secure their first MVP, two young superstars, SGA and Luka Doncic. So this is, I guess, as cinema of a game as you can potentially get. So, Jordan, you fresh up here. I got to ask you your predictions for tonight. And then Chill and Penn, I need your predictions as well. But, Jordan, who do you have in this game tonight to advance in the knockout rounds?
I don't really think the Thunder got upset last year, but that was just me piggybacking on that. But I do think
stop right there. Why not?
Because they didn't get upset. Like, they were young. Like, they were the number one seed, but they were young. Like, come on, you didn't really think they was gonna beat the Mavericks, did you?
I thought they was gonna lose to the Clippers.
I 1,000% thought they were.
Mars was all on board with them.
Mars is young. He's still a little wet behind the ears.
So the number one.
Do this. About to act like OKC lost because they were young.
Do this, Mars.
So the number one seed. Let's take the young thing out for a second. So the number one seed got the league MVP runner up on their crew. Right. Didn't they have the second best record in the league last year? Tied for the second best record in the NBA last year. And they're in the playoffs in the second round. If they lose to the 5th seed, is that not an upset?
Not really, because I don't get why you want to take the age out. Like, I mean, the age group out of it. That's a big part of it. Like, experience is everything. Like, I don't know why we acting like not having experience is something.
Oh, it is. I won't argue that.
So like,
yeah,
you take that out.
That part I won't argue that. But
especially when you're playing a 7-game series, it's very important.
Yeah, that part I won't argue. But so I mean, you got the higher seed. You don't have the better player in the series because Dallas had the better player.
Why not? I was about to say, yeah, okay.
Dallas had the best player in the series. I won't argue that part. But you had the higher seed. You had a better record. Rolling all season last year. So I mean, the idea that Oklahoma City should beat them, I mean, I don't think that's ridiculous. Considering how they guarded last year, they had a rebound issue. That part I won't argue. They had a rebound issue, but they were good on the perimeter. Defensively, they had an all-league defender in Lou Dort. They had one of the best scorers in the game. Yes, they were young. They had a rookie at the 5 spot, but ultimately, I mean, they had a chance against Dallas. It was Chet.
They did have a chance.
It was SGA fouling PJ Washington away from going to Game 7.
Okay, but I mean, that's one play that's in many plays throughout the game. But what I'm saying is experience. How many times did Luka Doncic get there in his career? Like, how many times he's been championship tested in his career on the biggest stage? A lot. He even went to the Western Conference Finals, a year before that, or 2 years before that. Kyrie been to the finals a bunch of times. Like, that's experience. Nobody on Oklahoma, won a chip. Nobody on Oklahoma City team ever has that. They don't have that at all. Right. Not even their coach.
Even Jason Kidd was experienced.
Yeah. So like, that's a part of it. Like, where he was going. Like,
but they're role players too. We're young too. You know what I mean? So a lot of
everybody on their team is young.
Yeah. So when you said that, Jordan, though, a lot of people were saying how SGA is older than Luka or Chet's older than Derek or whatever.
Luka been playing high level basketball since 16.
Yeah, it's a lot about experience too, and a lot of it has to do with the age of the role players as well. But I mean, I think it's more so experience than just age.
So we got tricked.
Yeah, it's experience. That's what it is.
But like I said though, Jordan, I thought the Clippers was about to beat them.
I thought so too, but I mean, stuff happened. You can't trust the Clippers. But anyways, back to Ron's point.
I knew they was going to beat the.
I feel like the experience played a factor last year, but I think they ready. I think they're ready this year. I think the Thunder gonna beat the Mavericks.
You got the Thunder.
Even though the Mavericks are playing really good basketball. I just think the Thunder, this is gonna mean more to them than it's gonna mean to the Mavericks. Not that like that's gonna be the deciding factor, but that's in the back of their head. Like, we got to beat them to get to where we're trying to go. And the Mavericks is worried about themselves pretty much.
Okay. Ox, by the way, and a quick side note, Ron, and I want to stay here, but Ox, pull a car over and let me out of this OG Anunoby car. Let me out. I'm out.
What?
Yes. Because
what you lost your mind?
Because what you're trying to do, this is what you tried to do. What you tried to do is you tried to get me into a Bentley Continental. What this really is a Chrysler. That's what you tried to do.
Chill, are you crazy?
That's what you're trying to do.
Chrysler 100, 200, or 300.
300. That's what he's trying to do. So pull the car over.
250.
Let me out. When you get the Bentley, I'll get back in. That's what you're trying to do.
This ain't no luxury. That's the thing. This ain't no luxury vehicle. This ain't no Rolls Royce. This ain't no Bentley. This is a big body. This is a F350. This a dually. Like this ain't
with a million miles on it.
When we coming down the freeway, you get out the way.
No,
this ain't nothing cute about this. This ain't no Bentley. What are you crazy, Chill?
Let me out, Ox. I'm good. Let me
out.
But
why though? But why you didn't see that? You didn't see that timely block? I mean, RJ was getting a lot of buckets last night. A lot of them were coming off of picks and whatnot. OG was still trying to recover. Cat, that drop is just stupid. Like, stop the ball, Cat. What are you backing up for? Like that drop defense against guys like RJ Barrett. I'm just like, RJ is a dog. He coming straight at your chest. So while if that's where you're going with this, Chill, while OG is the primary defender, I mean, I can't just blow through screens. I mean, I need my big man to stop the ball so I can recover. And with that being said, I mean, RJ Barrett, he gave him some good one-on-one buckets too. But I mean, it's RJ. Like, it's the NBA. You're gonna get cooked sometimes. If that's what you're talking about, Chill.
No, that's not what I'm talking about at all, Lox. Because
so what's going on here?
Okay, first and foremost, I know for a fact that OG Anunoby is one of the elite wing defenders in the game. I know that for a fact. So I'll never question that. My issue with OG Anunoby is a tough shot taker. And he tries to take a lot of tough shots that he's not efficient in making. And that's not good for him. Because I think that that's what's going to come back to bite the Knicks in the playoffs.
But are you willing to give OG Anunoby time?
You see what he did at crunch time, though, Chill. At crunch time, after not giving up on the play and coming back and getting that deflection, because you know what I almost did, Chill, yesterday? I almost got caught up in what Ron and Mars was doing the other day. I almost got caught up in parlay watching. And when RJ was shooting that shot, I was like, OG, go get the rebound. OG did the right thing and went and deflected that shot, got the steal, and then what he didn't do at the end was take a dumb step back three or something. He kicked it to the best big man shooter of all time, who knocked down. That was the right shot. That was the right pass. OG.
Sure.
I'm saying so.
That part, and again, Ox, that part I won't argue, because on a lot of ends he plays the right way. That part I won't argue. But again, he does take some tough shots, and I don't think he's a tough shot maker consistently. And I think that could hurt your crew. Yeah, him in particular. On the defensive end, I won't ever argue about who he is on the defensive end. Ox, you selling me that this is Kawhi Leonard 2.0. That's what you're trying to sell me. And I'm like, wait a minute, Ox. Wait a minute, Ox. Because Jordan, this is not about giving him some time. Okay, we're in year 7 now. I think we might be in year 8, if I'm not mistaken.
He older than what I thought he was.
Yeah,
he's more of a Jimmy archetype than Kawhi, and even then, like,
he's still pushing.
That Kool-Aid real watered down.
And all I'm saying to you, Ox, when I talk about
he's a much better defender than Jimmy ever was.
He more of Mikal Bridges. That's it. Him and Mikal Bridges.
When I think about OG Anunoby, I think about a guy who's an elite wing defender, who's damn good in transition, keeps his hands busy. The issue that I have with him is offensively, he takes a lot of tough shots, and I don't think he's a consistent tough shot maker. That's my problem with him, and I think it's going to come bite the Knicks in the playoffs. That's my issue with him. And I feel like you was trying to sell me, Ox. You were trying to sell me a guy
OG would never be the reason the Knicks lose a series. I can guarantee you that. He might not be the reason they win one, but he would never be the reason they lose.
But that's what you're selling me, though, Ox. You're telling me he's the best player on their crew. You're telling me that he's their man.
He's their engine. He's the guy. He's the meat and potatoes of the meal.
He's the Hemi. He's the Hemi in the F250, 350,
I guess so. You know, I'm not too hip to how all that shit under the hood. But what I'm saying is, like, he really is the one. Now,
got a Hemi.
It might have to be Jalen Brunson and Cat who do you know all the stuff that they get credit for. You know, all the things they talk about on ESPN, all the stuff that's on the banner on the bottom, all the holding the trophies. That might be Cat and Jalen Brunson for sure. But it's gonna be OG Anunoby that's getting you full in this meal. That he's the meat and potatoes of this meal.
Well, Ox, I want to ask you.
Hold on.
Real quick, Jordan. Stay right there. Ox. I wanted to ask you because I'll put it more in your terms, Ox. I got this clean ass suit on. I got the the thread is fly. I got the right tie with it. I got the who is OG Anunoby? Is he the shoes? Is he the jacket? Who is OG Anunoby in this suit?
He's the bulletproof vest.
Okay, Pin. Okay, Pin. Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
Pin. What, yo, Round? What's up with that? Like, I don't know what y'all don't see in OG.
No, it's
I
not
don't
that
know
I
what
don't. It's not that I
y'all
don't. It's not that I don't
see
see him. First of all, Ox, you know how I love wings, especially athletic wings. You know
Yeah,
how I
he's
feel
kind
about
of
the
wings.
stick.
Chill, he is
Barbecue,
not. He
sweet
is
pepper.
not the. He is not the accessories. Is what I'm saying. He is the shirt.
So
he
he ain't.
is
So he
is
ain't the
tr-
watch.
He is the He is the trousers. He's the shirt. He's the jacket. He's not the vest. He's not the tie. He's not the socks. He's not the cufflinks. He is the bulk of this suit. He is what counts. He is the now. He's the best player on. He's the best player on the floor most times.
So we gonna skip over the fact that Cat was talking real spicy last night.
Oh, real greasy.
We gonna skip over
Real
that.
greasy.
That's
But I
a
wanna
good
get-
Cat, man.
Everybody
didn't
tough
wanna-
when they
I
play
didn't
the Raptors. Everybody
boy,
tough.
that boy got.
Except for the Pacers, who lost
I
twice.
don't want to. I don't want
Hey,
to.
Pin. Hey,
That
Pin.
wasn't supposed.
Hey,
That wasn't
Pin,
supposed to be
how you
a
feel-
shot, Pin. I'm just.
Pin, how you feel about
Everybody
about,
tough when
I'm
how was
stating
y'all feeling
obvious.
about Davion last night? Just curious.
Davion played great. So Davion and I had a lot of beef over the last couple of days on X.
Mm.
It got ugly and a little bit weird, and it was just going back and forth. And then
Care to give us some context? You can't just say that it got ugly and then try to skip to the end. Like
context is I posted his stats, and some dude said, "Yo, like Davion must have taken Penn's girl or some shit because for him to be hating on this dude like this." And then Davion responded saying,
Wait. Hold on. Is that true?
"No, no,
Okay,
he
I'm just
didn't."
asking. Don't get sassy with me. I'm just asking the question that everybody
I-
wanted to know.
First
Penny
of
Ox
all-
laughing.
Nobody wanted to know.
First of
Jordan,
all,
Jordan and
I
Ox
don't-
laughing. Like,
First of all, I don't know what participation trophy culture these dudes grew up in, but last I checked, posting someone's numbers ain't hate. If I tell you shooting 30% from 3 and you consider that hate, get in the gym. Don't talk to me.
Get
Don't
better.
talk to me about your 25% 3-point shooting. Get in the
Get
gym.
better.
Okay.
better.
And honestly, I don't hate Davion at all. I'm gonna clear that up right now. I don't hate him at all. So everything I'm saying,
that's why I posted that on IG the other day.
of course you did. And what I do, Ox,
Yeah,
I cut it up.
shut me up. You shut me up real quick.
Right. So I don't hate him. Like I know a couple of people who've been covering him in Sacramento, been speaking great about him as a person, him as a leader, him in the locker room. He's a great dude, man. He's a great dude. He's a solid dude. He works harder than literally anybody. He's everything you want in a basketball player, except he's just not that talented. So last night he played great. What's hilarious is I literally posted on X, and this is verifiable, the day before yesterday. I think Davion's about to turn his season around. I think he's gonna be better. 3-point shooter from here on out. You know why I did it? Because after that bullshit between us, he deleted his Twitter. Or he deactivated it. And I was like, yo,
you gotta stay on that. You gotta stay on that.
Yo, and that's the thing, right? Like you know, like that.
People.
I'm not punking nobody. So the crazy thing is, like the back and forth between us, my view on it is, yo, don't call attention to yourself right now. Do the Fred VanVleet special. Call attention after you have 8 to 10 good games. Now talk your shit. Don't talk shit when you're shooting 25% from 3. Don't nobody want the rest of the league to be focusing in on you and focusing in on me and focusing in on this beef. There's all these Twitter accounts.
So what did he say to you though? You never got to what he said to you.
He said, "Damn, I must have taken his girl for him to be hating like this."
Oh, come on.
And then he said, "Sorry, brother, if I did, wasn't my intention." And I'm like, now we got to go personal. I'm posting your stats. You're talking about taking my girl. I don't appreciate that. So my view on this is simple: play better, and you keep your spot in the league. You're a good defender. You hit some threes. You don't turn the ball over. It's gonna be great, you know. And the Raptors get a huge steal. I'm not rooting against the guy. He plays on the team that I cover. I'm definitely not rooting for him. I'm definitely not rooting against him.
Right.
I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for him.
The thing, Pin, with that is I feel like what I saw last night from Davion is what I was used to seeing in Sacramento. You know what I mean? Like that looks more like the Davion I'm used to, get downhill. Now he's not the best shooter, but I've always felt like in those times you do got to close out on Davion.
That is definitely not who he was in Sacramento.
That's a lot. That's a lot of what I was seeing in Sacramento from Davion. Really getting. I mean, for a little guy, was a really good finisher at the rim.
Three great plays.
In the defensive pressure.
Really great finisher at the rim.
I said for his size, I think that he was a really good finisher. A little guy, he was a really good finisher at the rim, really getting into the paint, putting a lot of pressure on the defense. I'm not campaigning for Davion to be an all-star or all NBA guy. None of that type of stuff. I'm just saying I think Davion's
the thing is, Ox, you if you put OG in Kawhi Leonard conversations and you put Davion,
I didn't do that.
Well, that's what Ox is. Sorry, that's what Chill is saying.
I didn't say that he was Kawhi. Leonard.
Okay, you're saying that he's the.
You didn't say that, Ox?
Come on, Ox.
I didn't say it was Kawhi Leonard. I didn't say
Come on, Ox.
You 100% said that, Ox.
What I said. If anything, I might have said he might be the closest thing to Kawhi Leonard in the league today. And I don't even think I said that. But if anything,
that's exactly what you said.
Truth be told,
he is the closest thing to Kawhi.
When you say things like that,
Kawhi,
what the hell, Ox? That's crazy.
Jesus. First of all, I'm gonna say this. This is zero hate on OG. He was one of my favorite players. OG is one of my favorite players in the league. Love him for what he is. Do not tell me he is Kawhi Leonard. He is not Kawhi Leonard. He can't do that shit off the dribble.
I still haven't said that.
He's a role. Hold on. He's a role player. He is much closer to a Luol Deng than he is to a Kawhi Leonard, and that's not a bad player.
Luol Deng, it's crazy. He's not no Luol Deng. Come on, man.
Luol Deng was good.
Yeah,
Luol Deng was really good.
Hey, y'all better
but not all-star team. He'd be lucky to beat Luol Deng. What are we doing?
No,
here?
he ain't even close to Luol Deng, though.
Ox, let me ask you this. Sean Marion.
Is he closer to Luol?
Oh, OG.
Sean Marion, OG Anunoby.
What?
Oh, no.
Okay, no. Wait a minute. Wait.
No way.
So Sean Marion. Okay, tell me when to stop, Ox.
Right there. It's not a big. You can go back a little closer. Right there.
Matrix was great. What are we doing here?
Yeah, OG's great.
So Matrix.
Okay, wow.
OG Anunoby. Okay, all right.
That's crazy.
I got OG.
Look,
10 out of 10.
I'm saying this like I probably liked OG more than you like Davion. So I'm not coming at this from a place of hate. Don't ever come at me with this is OG hate. He is not better than Sean Marion. Number one. Sean Marion was a way better athlete. He was a way better rebounder. He was just as good.
We know he was a way better rebounder.
He was just.
He would have got 5 rebounds last night. I guarantee that.
He was a better player.
You seen Cat come over the top and take that one from him?
No, man. Like I think sometimes players go from underrated to overrated, right?
Sean Marion wouldn't have got bullied like that.
Pen. Real fast too.
Yeah, it does happen real fast.
It happens
right?
like that. Like we go from this dude being this to being this.
Yeah, OG was super underrated in Toronto. I thought he was doing some great work. I thought he was. I used to say that I thought he was just as valuable as Pascal Siakam, but Pascal got all the accolades, right? I think they're in the same tier. And what is that tier? Top 50 players, top 55 players, in that range, right? I think Pascal and OG are top 50, 55 players. Kawhi, top 5 player. Matrix was a top 15 player. Now we entering different conversations.
Top 15 win.
He was an all-pro, Ox.
Top 15 for sure. At his absolute peak, Sean Marion, yeah, he was.
What year? Phoenix years?
Yeah, top 15, top 20. Let's put it top 20.
I thought
the lineup versatility.
05-06, he was a top 20 player in the game.
For sure.
Top 20 isn't top 15, sure. That's a gap. There's a gap.
It ain't top 50 either, though.
It ain't close to top 50.
Hey, Sean Marion was cold. I really did like that. I really like that.
OG ain't never sniffed an all-star berth ever, and that's not because
and he will never do it.
He probably won't, and that's no slight on him.
People get voted into the all-star game.
The reason that I said OG was a bulletproof vest is because he's not drawing attention to himself, but he's essential in the bad part of town. Okay, it is essential when you get into the tough, weeds of a 7-game series that you have a guy who can do things like block RJ Barrett on that drive, right? He does those little things. He navigates a screen that he's not supposed to be able to get around. He'll box out a dude at the random moment that he's not supposed to be able to box out. When your big man gets into foul trouble, you don't think he's supposed to be able to guard centers, but whoa, there you go. he's guarding centers. The guard gets free on the pick and roll. You don't think a guy who's 6'8" is supposed to be able to move with that guard, and he's going to block that shot. He does very timely things. He is insurance. He is very much insurance. The problem is insurance hasn't been all that healthy throughout his career, so I think that always docks against him a little bit, and he's definitely not versatile off the bounce. Like, he has zero wiggle in his game. Like,
hold on, Pan, I got a question.
The Knicks are what, 38-11 when OG plays?
Sure.
They win way more than they lose when he's on the floor.
Hey, I got a question though. I just want to know how Pan.
That means something. I don't want to talk about he's not an all-star. He's not this, he's not that, all these accolade stuff. I don't want to talk about that.
If he was on the Wizards,
what happens when he's on the court? What happens when he's on the court and what happens when he's not on the court? He doesn't play for the Wizards. He plays for the Knicks.
Okay, but
when he's on that basketball court, they win.
You think he's a better player than Karl-Anthony Towns? The fact that you have to think about that is crazy.
No, wait, because I want to make sure that I put it correctly. Like, no, I think, damn, it's hard to explain. I think Cat's better, but I think he's just as important. They need OG.
No one is denying they don't need OG.
For the record, Karl-Anthony Towns is better at basketball than OG Anunoby.
Cool. Is Jalen Brunson better than him?
Again,
there's too much positive.
Jalen Brunson is a better basketball player than OG Anunoby. I guess.
I'm not pulling your teeth.
You know what
I'm not pulling your teeth.
No, it sounds like Ox is struggling with the idea of them being better basketball players as opposed to what OG does. That's stuff they don't do. Like the stuff that OG does, Cat doesn't do. The stuff that OG does, Brunson doesn't do. That stuff. Right. And that's the stuff that makes him.
He just does so much more. He just does so much more.
Yeah.
But in basketball, the only thing with basketball that I dislike, and it's not actual basketball, so people that are watching basketball that I don't like. It's the fact that we don't value very important things on the basketball court. Like what OG does is very important. We only want to value the big shots. We only want to value that type of stuff. We don't want to value the dirt. Like for all intents and purposes, OG is like a dirty work guy and the best in the NBA at it. You know what I mean? And that stuff is very, very important.
I don't think he's the best at it, but sure.
Derek White and OG Anunoby not the same. Ron, don't get me to do this, bro, because it's really like they're not the same, bro. They're not the same. Derek White and OG Anunoby aren't the same.
So who's more important to their team?
Well, to their teams, I think the Celtics would be fine without Derek White. I don't think the Knicks would be fine without OG. Okay, that's fair enough. I do want to say this about OG because it's not just OG by himself that moves the needle with me. And Ox, I agree with everything you said. Penn, I agree with everything you said about OG. I think it's truth to both sides. My thing with OG is the Knicks not only have OG as the ultimate utility dirty work guy, but then you slap Josh Hart next to him and you put Mikal Bridges there too. The combination of those three guys is what does it for me.
Look, last night I watched Jalen Brunson lead the game. He was out for a bit and the Knicks struggled hard. Okay. And OG was
gone for 30 seconds.
He was not gone for 30 seconds. He was not.
When he got off the court and when he jogged to the back, he came right back.
It was not 30 seconds, Ox. It was quite a while.
That long, bro. It wasn't that long.
He came back at the 6-minute mark of the fourth quarter. He left in the third. What are we doing here? Can't. He was missing for almost a quarter. What are we doing?
What happened? It wasn't a whole quarter. It wasn't a whole quarter.
Okay,
let's say it was half the quarter.
Go ahead.
Let's say it was half the quarter.
It was at least like 6 minutes. Anyways,
right?
Okay.
My point is, they really struggled without him. And the minute he came back, he dissected the shit out of the defense, man. Earlier on, y'all talking about what's demoralizing, right? What is demoralizing? Is it the pull-up threes? Is it the big flashy dunk? Personally, for me, what's demoralizing is a player that you're trying your best to make uncomfortable, and they're just super comfortable, and they just keep picking you apart. They pick you up. They pick you to death. You can't double team them because they always make the right pass. You can't single coverage them because they're just going to score. That's what's like. I don't care how you score.
The only thing that's demoralizing is losing. The only thing that's demoralizing is losing. Everything else is just a part of the game.
I'm talking about
everything else is a part of basketball. You get your shot block, that's basketball. You get crossed, that's basketball. You get dunked on, that's basketball. You get dissect, that's basketball. If you lose, that's demoralizing.
It's 100%.
I
Yeah,
100%
don't care.
agree with you,
I
Ox.
don't care about getting dunked
No.
on or crossed or none of that shit.
I mean,
Nah,
that's
when you
more-
get
because-
ripped, that might be demoralizing. Like when somebody
But
just
even
rips you clean, that shit might be demoralizing. Like, damn,
But y'all,
they might
it's
rip me
nothing
again.
more demoralizing than losing. And that's why we got to do a better job of everybody downloading Prize Picks and making the right picks on Prize Picks. But as you can see on the screen, it is the greater than host pick of the day. It's about that time for everybody in here to get $50 instantly when they play $5. Now, how do you do that? It's very simple. You download the Prize Picks app. You use the promo code panel. And then you follow each and every one of our suggested and highly knowledgeable picks of the day. And then that will put you closer and closer to hitting the grand prize. Now, all you have to do is pick more or less on player projections. And then you could win real money up to 200 times what you put in. And you'll get an instant payout with secure withdrawals. PrizePicks makes it easy to get on real money action on the sports and the players that you love. Pick more or less with 2 or more players in any sport and win up to 200 times. This week on PrizePicks, they have a couple promos for you guys. We have a new thing going on. And you can win up to 1,000 times your payout. The game has just changed. With your lineups of Prize Picks, you now have the ability to win 1,000 times your money, the highest payout ever offered on Prize Picks. It's available right now. With the power plays, you already know 2, 3, or 4 picks. But let me introduce to you the next level. You can now craft a power play with 6 player projections involved, and it's live on the board right now. Also, this December, it's something called Merry Picksmas. That means it is the season of giving, and we only know one way to celebrate that here at Prize Picks. Merry Picksmas. Follow along with us this holiday season for free picks, discounts, free lineups, and more coming at you all month long. But I can talk to you about it till I'm blue in the face, or I can just show you how it's done. Let's go ahead and cue this up, fellas. I'm going to show you guys the Merry Picksmas because it's actually kind of a layup. Ox, would you, but before we get into this, brother Ox, can you go to NFL? Bingo, right there. Can you zoom into that Pat Mahomes jersey? There you go. As you can see with this right here, it is a layup, or in football terms, a field goal. There you go. A field goal. So with Patrick Mahomes, you literally need him to get 1 passing yard, and you secure that. So once again, Merry Picksmas, they are giving you a wide open chance to win the pick. So Ox, I need you to do us a favor. Go ahead and click Patrick Mahomes. And that's how we are going to start our contest today. Now, you can go back to the NBA and we can get into the games for tonight. You about to go to hockey? I mean, if you be my guest, I'm saying, like, if that's what you want to do, go ahead, big fella.
Nah, my bad.
Wait. It's Bobby Porter's 2 assists.
Yeah, I
Stamp
saw
it.
that. I was gonna ask
Stamp
Mars about that. Mars, I think that's a good one, Mars. What you think?
Hold on, wait. Before we do anything, let me go ahead and we'll get to everybody's record after this, but
Less.
give me Bobby Porter's 2 assists. I need it.
No way. Less.
I want it. I need it.
You
This is
feeling
for
that,
you,
Jordan?
Mars Blackman. I want it and I need it.
Well, you know what, Ron, I'm gonna tell you, Doc kind of used his power forwards and centers in like a little action where they kind of start everything for the offense.
Yeah,
maybe, but I can't see Bobby Porter's coming on a handoff and Giannis cutting back door and he dominate. I can't see.
I want it and I need it.
I just go left on that one, gang.
that's some basic shit, though.
Nah, that shit ain't gonna happen with Bobby Portis. and
That's-
Giannis.
that's
Giannis-
basic.
I feel like we've lost already. Like I feel like everything.
Yeah, that shit ain't gonna happen.
2
Well-
assists, bro. That's easy money for Bobby. Y'all
Yeah,
chill.
come
that
on.
shit
Shout out
ain't
to
gonna
Bobby. Though. He
happen.
had a good game against the Nets the other night. Shout out to
Damian
Bobby.
Lillard
Lillard,
has a good
Damian
game.
Lillard ain't cutting back door. Giannis ain't cutting back door, and
It's just
neither one of them gonna catch and
it's just
shoot.
the kick out. It's just the kick out to Dame.
Neither one of them gonna
Jordan.
catch and shoot. Man, Dame ain't finna catch and shoot.
Bobby Portis, the last 5 games, 2 assists, 3 assists, 3 assists, 3 assists, and against Brooklyn the other night he had
None.
1 assist. But hold on, though, he was getting to it. He ain't have to pass because he had 23 points.
All right.
So he
Talking
can
about.
so basically he a point forward for real. That's what you can
No,
I
the
mean,
hell you not.
you know,
I'm telling you,
Watch
they
out,
playing
Draymond.
Saturday.
Watch
Big-
out,
hey, big Bobby
Draymond. You got some
things.
competition, brother.
And they playing against Orlando. Hell no, he finna try to do his damn thing. He finna
He
try to
finna
turn
do
the corner every
Bataze the way
game he get.
Draymond did.
Nah,
did
I
Rudy.
got Bobby Portis for like 9 assists tonight. I see it.
Man, hell no. He finna try to
Boys,
turn the
man.
corner every time he see Bataze.
Hey, but Ron,
What's up?
you see how they got Bobby for 1.5 assists,
Uh-huh.
right below Bobby for 1.5 assists.
That shit is less for sure.
They got Mo for 1.5 assists.
Mo don't do no passing. Mo don't even do no looking. Mo get that.
He
joint,
averages
goes to shoot it.
1.5 assists. His last game he had 3.
Hey,
But that means based on the
Which-
average, he's
which
gonna have
means-
0 tonight.
That's right.
He had two,
Low
he, had
averages.
two, he had 2 before that. I just want to point that
It's
out.
going
I'm
back
not
to
saying-
Okay.
0. It's
Chill
going back to
Town.
0.
Talk to me.
Sir.
Is there any game in specific that you may want to go with?
I want to start the conversation with Grady Dick had 6 rebounds yesterday. I just want to put that out there. And we passed.
Yeah, but he had
on-
1-3, so like, who cares about him? Yeah, but
So
Did y'all pick him for more than 1-3?
Yeah, we picked him for 2.
yeah.
That fool
He got
went
like
out
two
on a
threes.
bunch of threes.
I don't know why y'all picked Grady Dick for 2 threes. I wouldn't have picked that one.
I don't know why. I didn't think I was asking for too much, but my bad.
wouldn't
Grady
pick that
didn't be out there spraying. What? You don't watch him play?
Yeah, I do, but I'm just saying I wouldn't have picked that one. Not against the Knicks. I wouldn't have picked that one.
He shot.
What
Let
you
me
got?
see
What
how
you
many he
got?
shot. I
shot like
seen him
8.
shoot. But yeah, I seen him shoot 4 wide open threes and miss 4 wide open threes. He went 1 for 5.
Yeah, that one in the fourth.
Threes, man. Every 3 felt like a dagger to my heart.
Yeah, but
There you
that
go.
one in the fourth at the top of the key. I don't even know how you missed
Oh
that.
man.
I'm taking is this all we got, Ron? Just these 3?
Nah. We got. Actually, want to
Oh,
zoom
no,
out?
what you want? Yeah, oh my bad.
What else do we have? Because we don't have.
I
Franz
can
tonight.
always search somebody up too.
go. What?
Where's
Wait.
Luka Doncic steals?
Yeah, right.
I'm taking. I think we had Giannis at 30.5. I'm going more on that. I think we had
Yeah,
Giannis
30
on
and a half,
30.
yeah.
I think we had Giannis on 30.5. I'll take more on that. Hartenstein 5.5. I'm taking the more on that one. Hartenstein passed his ass off. I ain't know Hartenstein could pass like that.
Yeah. So which one you want? You want the Hartenstein 4.5?
He won
assists?
both, man. He won both.
Oh, you want both? Oh, shit.
No. I'm gonna take the demon one because the demon one pay out more. I'm gonna take more on Hartenstein 4.5 assists.
Oh, chill locked in.
Demons. Still, you on demon time today?
Yes,
Chill's
sir.
locked
I am.
in.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and by the way, chill and Ox, y'all on playback tonight, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's right.
Watching this game, huh?
We
That's
are
a
doing
fact.
this game.
Mm.
And we're not parlay watching either, just so y'all know. We're not doing
We
that.
are not parlay watching.
We're
Hey,
not
I'm gonna be
That's
parlay
why they ain't
commenting.
invite me. That's why they didn't invite me. Yeah, that's
Hey,
why.
Morris, we gonna be parlay commenting. That's all I
For
know.
sure, for sure.
Hey, I got a Christmas
parlay
event tonight. I'm gonna be in the corner in those comments all event long.
Hey, Ron, get out our comment section, yo.
All right, for sure.
I'll
Get out our
block
comments
that.
section.
All right,
Please,
I'll go to Dookie's room then. He'll accept me.
Do that.
Mars, who you got?
Where
Shout
PJ
out
Washington?
Rated R Sports too.
I need PJ Washington.
Let me
Washington.
see. I'll search for him.
I see where you at, Mars.
Yo!
Is he not playing?
Oh my god, I needed that less.
Mm.
Damn.
Oh, look, I got you, Ron. I got you, Ron.
Let's
Wait,
what?
Let's what?
Let's what? It's only
0.5 threes. Oh my no, less than 11.5 points.
Oh, more on PJ.
Less?
hold on, go down. They might have a
yes.
Morris,
You
what's
can't
up?
keep doing
Hold
this
on, go
to
down,
us.
go down,
You
go
can't
down.
keep doing this to us. Blocks.
You don't want the more on this one right here?
More? Hell no, less.
he gonna have
PJ gonna
Less
have a game
on, less
that,
on
boy.
11.5 points more
Yes.
against
yes.
OKC?
Hell no, PJ
Yes.
finna get 18 on them.
The Lord
cooks them,
averages have to come
Jordan.
in at some point.
He
Finna
cooks
get
them.
18 on them, bro. At least
All
take
right,
the
boys.
20 on points on the PRA.
Less.
20 on the PRA.
This
Less.
is nasty today.
Mars wants
we-
less. Give him less, Ron. He want less. Give him less.
All right, Mars.
It's
I
not
got
This
gonna
is
keep
nasty
happening.
today.
He not gonna keep doing this to us. He's not.
Yes, he is, Mars. But okay.
We'll see. We'll see. He gonna have 12 in the first quarter.
Mars,
I
you
can
wanted
already see
to,
it.
got it.
Mhm.
Well, I'm going back to demon time.
Yep.
Let's go, Mo.
Oh
Told
man,
you
here we
last
go.
time.
1.5 assists.
Are you
No
sure you
way
don't want
in
to take the
hell,
Chris
y'all.
Middleton?
First of all, who
No,
the hell?
I'm not sure about Chris.
Isaiah Hartstein 4.5 more assists. That's crazy as hell.
I'm taking that. I'm 100%.
How's that
taking
crazy? I hope
that.
you
I'm
down.
100% taking that.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
I heart finna.
And
break
you
your
know what?
heart.
You also know what I'm talking. Well, hold on. We'll get into last night's contest here in a
Oh, we
second.
already have to
But
answer that.
will we like to put a cherry on top? Is there anything, fellas, that we see on here that we think is almost a gimme? I think that Giannis 30.5 is a give me. Even a Dame 24.
I think Damian Lillard's going to bust Jalen Suggs' ass tonight.
Shit.
I think he's going to bust Suggs' ass.
Mars Ox. Do you guys all agree that Dame will go more than 24? More
So
than
I agree. If
24?
y'all agree, I ain't tripping.
Yeah,
Mark?
ain't my pick. Ain't my pick. If
No,
it's
this is the
wrong,
team
right?
pick. This is the team pick. It's not going towards anybody's records.
Mo
But we
Khan.
all have to be.
That wouldn't be.
We all
the-
have to be in conjunction.
that wouldn't be the one I would take as a layup. But I mean,
So, well, I think that is a slam.
I would go.
dunk.
I would go. I would go with Giannis.
That's
before I
what
went with
that's where I
Dame.
was at, Ox. Giannis with the 30.5. I'll take that because I think he no France and Isaac's gonna be in and out of the lineup. I think Giannis torches these dudes tonight. And this, by the way,
they're not.
and
hell
by the way,
Isaac gonna do?
this punches our ticket. Like we jump on a bird right after this, and we head out to Disneyland on the West Coast. So
That's a fact.
after this,
he is playing for Vegas. So
yes.
what's Luca's PRA?
Lucas PRA. I'll just have to search him up on see.
Well, his rebounds is 8.5. His points is 28.5. So
8.5, that's 30.
you know his assists is like 9.
So it's gonna
That
be
boy
like
PRA
44,
about to be
45.
55.
It's 40,
46.
46.
Less.
Oh hell no.
Less.
What was that basically?
That was some
28,
great
9 and
math there.
9? Luca
Ron messed it up, huh?
Luca gonna make 4 threes. I'm certain of that. But I'm fine going with Dame or Giannis if that's what you guys want.
Look at this.
Oh, a
look at-
block! Hey, I got Luca for a block.
Hell
Yeah,
no.
because they're gonna go at him. I do.
Hell
They gonna go at him.
One
They gonna go at him.
one and a half steals though.
He might
Luca
get 2 steals,
Luca
but,
gonna get like 4 steals and 2 blocks.
but he
tonight.
might get that block because they're gonna go at him.
Hell
Remember
no.
when he blocked Shea in the playoffs? You guys don't remember when he blocked Shea in the playoffs? You guys don't
Oh
remember?
man. So look, you mean to tell me y'all want to go 3 demons? We go Mo Wagner getting 2 assists. Bobby
You already
Portis
got 3
getting 2
demons.
assists. Isaiah Hartenstein getting 5 assists and Luca getting a block.
Yes.
That's fire. That's
Hey, well,
fire.
look, check this out.
I'm
Hey,
with that.
hey, this Friday's Friday the 13th. I'm feeling a little spooky anyways. So, hey, Ox, if you wouldn't mind getting one more demon on top of this, I think we got ourselves a nice trip to the West Coast too,
I like
Chill.
our chances. Yeah, I like our chances.
No, the
Luka
first
gonna-
one with
Luka
the
gonna-
Bobby Portis
Look,
shit.
look,
Oh my
look,
god.
Look how much we win.
Oh my
Look how much
god.
we win. All we need
Yeah.
is
No,
a
but Mars, you got to change this to PJ Washington, bro.
I'm not. Is there any
All
more
right.
demons available? No, let me take off PJ. I'm gonna try to find another demon. I like this. I like how much you gonna win. We gonna find another demon.
Oh, y'all turning Mars into a gamble, Holly.
Nah, you said take off the PJ Washington. I'm agreeing with you. I'm gonna take off PJ Washington. I just need to find something more enticing. I need
Oh,
another.
man.
Yeah, let's find a demon pick. That's what we need. Middleton,
Chris
5
Middleton,
assists?
he's
That's valid.
he's averaging 5. He's averaging 5.
We'll come back to that one. We'll come back to that one. Is there any other demons available?
4.5
Kyrie,
rebounds.
5 rebounds? I'm not too mad at that.
I can see Kyrie having a cool 24, 5, and 4 tonight. I can see that.
Y'all are sick.
But I'm gonna be mad as hell if I don't see Kyrie crashing.
I mean, last night a certain someone didn't get 5 rebounds, so I don't know.
That's
Damn,
when he's not
Clay.
the wild
Clay,
minute.
you fell off that
Oh,
bad
less.
12 and a half is where
Less.
you're at. Damn. we can't have Bobby Portis and Chris Middleton assists. That's not possible.
Hey, what's that Irv one with the Demon? 4.5 rebounds?
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't doing that.
There's
I
no way
can't
that's the
see.
only ones available. Let me go
Hold
to
on,
another
you just
sport.
got-
Let's
I
go
just-
to
I
another
just gotta-
sport. There's got to be a demon in another sport.
Mars,
Hell no.
Let's
search-
find another sport.
But hold on, no, Mars. I can search somebody up for you though. This isn't what's here isn't all that's up there, you know.
Well, I just need to know who has demon picks.
Hold on, let me see.
Type in demon. It might just pop up
Think
all
so?
demon picks.
Nope.
That was wishful thinking.
Yeah, they don't got a search bar up here. Yo, Jordan, why you ain't telling me to click on nothing? You should.
I mean,
Oh no.
I said take off that damn.
I don't know why I can't go to a different sport.
What
Hold
sport
on,
do you want to go
hold
to?
Whichever one has a demon.
I don't think you can do that. I don't know if you can do that, Mars.
Look, Daniel
Daniel
Gafford. One
A
Daniel
steal.
Gafford. One
Oh,
steal.
we good.
Daniel
You
Gafford.
don't think
1.5
Daniel Gafford gonna get a
Yeah,
steal?
yeah.
Oh, 2
Daniel
blocks.
Gafford might get good.
2 blocks.
Oh, he definitely
I
gonna
might
get 2
have
blocks. He definitely getting 2 blocks.
Yeah, I
Is
might have
he?
to go Daniel Gafford more.
He getting 2
I can
blocks.
see that. I like the 2
Bro,
blocks.
With the,
Hold
with
up.
the way that they play, the Oklahoma City Thunder is gonna play. They're gonna get
Ooh,
opportunities.
but how much is
Derek
Daniel
Lively, 2
Gafford
turnovers?
gonna play?
Derek
How much
Lively,
is
2
he
turnovers.
I
Going.
like that.
Oh, yeah, they be reaching. Yeah, lively turnovers. We're going lively turnovers. Wait,
Wait. Klay Thompson.
19 and a half. Oh,
PRA.
Hey, Clay finna torch their ass today. He finna
Hell
bring back.
no.
He finna
Hell
bring
no.
back Bay Area Clay.
Oh, a Kyrie block.
Yo, Mars. I swear, no.
Whoa.
We're all vetoing
Mars,
that. Hell no.
All right, my bad.
PJ Washington 2.5 assists.
No, we good. No, I think Derek Lively
Let me
turnovers. I think
search
it's Derek
OKC.
Lively turnovers. I think it might be Derek Lively turnovers.
Okay.
Uh,
Not Daniel
yeah.
Gafford blocks.
Nah, because I don't know how much Daniel Gafford going. I don't know how much he's gonna play tonight. Not
Right.
because he's hurt. It's just like OKC is not a great matchup.
So Derek Lively turnovers is where we're going, huh? You say
I
so,
don't
man.
know if Derek Lively turnovers is the best.
And Mars, this is your actual pick.
Yeah,
You
I
took the
know.
PJ one off, right? No, I'm asking.
Yeah.
All right.
Hold
all
on
right.
one second, Morris. Hold on one second.
I apologize, chat, but
Excuse
this is serious right here.
This is definitely serious.
Damn, they
Okay,
ain't
so you
gonna
don't got a
know
lot
first.
of demon picks.
They hate. Oh,
Okay.
you do. Ugh. Three
Hell
threes. Yeah.
Luke Dort surprised you now, but I don't know. That's a tough one for me to really pick.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
That's
That's
a tough one for me to really pick. That
I'm
shit
not
a
sure
little
about
tough,
that.
gang.
Orlando.
Hey, watch his ass make 2 threes in the first quarter. Watch this shit.
I'm gonna be sick.
They ain't putting no demons on Orlando.
What's that? KCP what? 0.5 what? Blocks?
Blocks. 2.5 assists.
Nah, KCP don't be passing. His job just to run around the sheet.
And then watch
Tristan
his
De
ass
Silva,
get 4 assists tonight.
huh? Wendell Carter.
1 block from Wendell.
The last
Wendell
time
Carter
we had
getting that
faith in
turnover.
Orlando big to get a block, it ain't go well.
Wendell getting that turnover against the Bucks, bro.
Nah, the
back to
Bucks
that.
don't really. The Bucks don't really force turnovers for it.
Wendell gonna do it without Franz. Motherfuckers gonna be turning the ball over. They ain't got
The
their
Bucks don't
best
force
guy,
turnovers like that.
but they don't have their best guy, Mars. That's the problem. You get more goofies with the ball. Not goofies. I ain't gonna say goofies, but you get more.
You can say
less
goofies.
ball.
You can say that.
Yeah, probably so.
Why would you not go Bobby Portis turnovers instead of assists? That makes way more sense.
Then why when you go Wendell
Oh, a
Carter?
Dame block.
Mars.
But damn, block?
What?
Nah, chill out.
I 100%
Yeah,
would take
I
that.
think I'm not gonna lie. I think it might be
Against
Derek
Orlando?
Lively turnovers. I think
I think I'm gonna go Bobby Portis turnovers too.
Nah, you can't
Yeah.
switch up. Have faith in the assists. Oh wait,
Bro, I would have went, bro.
Giannis to make a 3.
1-3.
Give me
One
Giannis
three?
to make a 3. I got Giannis making a 3. There we go. I got Giannis making a
Damn,
3.
that's a hell of a
Lock in,
fucking-
Giannis. Lock in, Giannis.
All right, what we got? So we got all
Yeah,
demon picks?
Giannis. Yeah, Giannis. Let's
And
go.
you're doing playback tonight?
Yeah, me and Chill are.
Oh,
Ox,
Mars
go over
is
to
not?
the
Okay.
Go over to the comment
I'm about to
y'all-
start
or to the
telling
contest.
Giannis
My bad,
start
to the
squaring
contest.
up.
All right, start at the top. All right, this is what we rocking with, ladies and gentlemen. We got Mary Picksmith, Patrick Mahomes getting just 1 passing yard. Easy. All right, we got Bobby Portis getting just 2 steals.
2 assists.
Right,
Easy.
you
I mean,
you do know we got to wait all the way till Sunday for this, right?
Hey, it's
Oh
gonna be
my
a sweet
Lord.
payout. Hey,
Oh,
I don't mind.
So
Okay.
I'm
All
gonna be heartbroken for 4 days knowing that Giannis ain't make a 3. Damn.
He's gonna make a three, bro.
What's more likely, Giannis making a three or Bobby Portis passing the basketball?
Bobby's gonna pass
it
boys
out.
just as bad.
Bobby's gonna get the rebound and kick it out to Giannis for the three. So it's gonna be that assist and that three all at the same time.
Gotcha.
Now Giannis three gonna be a hesitant step back too.
It's gonna be a cold day in hell.
So yeah, we got Bobby Portis for 2 steals. I mean, two assists. Isaiah Hartenstein for 5 assists.
Mhm.
Mo Wagner, 1.5 assists. We got him going more. Luka Doncic, 0.5 blocks. We got him going more. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 0.5 threes. We got Giannis making a 3. And no need to get
Giannis
greedy,
hasn't
y'all.
made a 3 in 2.5 weeks.
That's
So
okay.
So
Law of
that
averages,
means
right?
he's due. That's what that means. He's due.
Right. Law of averages.
with that being said, Ox, can you
Can I what? What want to go more than this?
put 100 on it?
Oh my god, I'm here for it.
120.
Here for it.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm here
No,
for
we're not
it.
doing
Do
that.
it.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Why?
If we put 100 on tonight, we're putting 10 for the rest of the month.
You guys.
I'm
So y'all
how
let me
much was
know.
it?
Hey, we are
Damn,
putting
Ron, we
5s
on
and
a
10s
budget.
for the rest of the month.
Look
Put
at
no
that.
budget.
Win.
No, we don't want to do that. No, we don't want.
See,
We don't want
I'm
that.
scared, man.
That sound like my
Who's
mother. If
winning
I get you a pair of shoes now, I
12,000?
can't get you none for like the next 2 months.
Yeah, Ox, put 10 on it. Put 10 on it.
Scared money.
Look at
don't
all
make
these
sense.
damn
run
demon
in the
picks.
chat. I'll run in the chat.
$10
All right, there we go.
1,200.
Yeah,
$10
Yeah,
Somebody
yeah,
somebody help me.
Yeah,
so
Somebody
how
help me
much
with my
I think
prize
get?
picks. Somebody help me with my
Exactly.
prize
You guys
picks.
got
Mars, you're a
time.
degenerate. Yo, Ox,
You-
Ron.
So
Ron.
what I'm saying, Ron, is we was at $20. Now you worried about 10 funky ass dollars. If we hit after we hit this prize pick, Ron, you don't get no cut.
you know what, Ox? I don't like your attitude. Put 4-5 on it. I'm back like Jordan. Put 4-5 on it. Play with me.
Hey, Rod. Hey, Rod. Ox said, how many dollars, Ox?
10 funky ass dollars, chill.
All right, submit
10
it.
funky ass dollars.
One
Do it.
small
I
buck.
dare you
Ain't
to.
there.
Do it. Wait. Ox.
Easy.
All right,
Good one, guys. Oh,
Oh, we gotta do 25. We gotta do 25, y'all.
they don't want us to get rich.
That's
Yeah.
good. No, they're helping us out. They're helping us out, man. They're trying to make sure that Mars doesn't turn into a degenerate.
All right, well, 25 to 3
stacks.
bands. I
I'll
can
take
do
it.
it.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll,
live
I'll,
with
ta-
it.
I'll take 3K if they
Yeah,
open. I'll
sure.
take 3K, I guess.
No doubt.
Come on, Giannis. Turn into
Yeah.
Steph for tonight. I need it.
No doubt. Thank you very much,
Right,
PrizePicks. We back in
You guys
effect.
are nasty. That's all I know. You guys are.
So before we had to pay some bills, Penn, you were telling us about the not the Raptors, but it was a story that you were telling us before
What was I saying?
we were talking about not Sean Marion. We were past Sean Marion. You had a point that you were making before we got
It was a
involved
very
with,
good point too,
PrizePicks.
Pen. It was
Yes.
a very
It
good
was a
point.
hell of a point.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a fantastic point. One that should never be lost to history. It was a great point.
Before we got
I genuinely don't remember. So
Yeah,
if someone
before we
wants
got
to
into-
remind me.
I was quite enjoying it, man.
Yeah, I think it was a fantastic point.
The points lost in history. I will say one thing, and I just want to say this as a bit of a social advocation for people's mental health and stuff. I think that it's very, very important that with the increase of sports betting, that we not lose sight of the fact that these players are human beings. Last night, Scotty Barnes got hurt in the third quarter. He went out. A lot of people probably lost a lot of money on him. It was the only game in the NBA.
I was one of them, Penn.
Cool. Okay. I'm sorry for your loss. However, an injury is bigger than your $20, your $80 or whatever. I read comments last night where people were saying, this bum just cost me so much money. I hope it's a career-ending injury, things of that sort. Okay. The people who lost money last night, I'm sorry for your loss. Injuries are a part of the NBA. If you can't accept that risk, I don't think you should be betting. However, when you start saying that you hope that a player had a career-ending injury because you lost your parlay, you have lost the plot. And I hope that people don't do that, Players do read this stuff. Their families read this stuff. It's very, very important that with the increase of sports betting, that we not lose sight of the fact that these players are human beings, and that just because, Pascal Siakam, there's many players who've been outspoken about this stuff, DMing these dudes, adding these dudes because they missed your parlay by 1 point. I'm not cool with that.
But Penn, if you're in the NBA and you're reading these DMs from these crazy internet trolls, you just got to be more mentally tough than that, because it's just a rolled ankle. He'll be all right. Scotty's a tough kid. He'll bounce back. You know what I'm saying? He'll bounce back.
He said,
it's not a career.
Feel my foot.
It's not a career-ending injury. You know what I'm saying?
No, I understand that. I understand that. But I'm saying like there are people like literally wishing I remember Pascal Siakam saying I don't give a shit about your parlay, la la la.
Right.
Like there were people wishing him death.
Yeah,
there was there was a person, I don't remember who it was, when he struggled in the bubble, that created a petition to send him back to Africa.
Wow,
it's crazy. Like the amount of racism that came out of that, the amount of
you guys are ridiculous.
I don't know who the hell did it, but that's what I'm saying. So look, there's a lot of players who've been outspoken about this. If you talk to players off the record, they'll tell you that they really do hate this part of it. So, if you're doing it for money and you're doing it for fun and you're doing it for your enjoyment, that's cool. Like whatever. I don't got a dog in this race. But I'm saying when you feel the need to be wishing death and wishing career-ending injuries on a player because they missed a parlay, you really have some serious mental issues and you need to call somebody.
Yeah.
And let Jonte Porter do what he want to do, man. Let Jonte Porter do what he wants. Yeah.
But all right, y'all.
Chill, we can't hear you.
You're on mute.
Chill, we can't hear you.
Right quick before you get into it, Chill. We have a lot of things to get into this episode, fellas. So we're gonna talk about this Orlando and Milwaukee game. But fellas, it's been a lot of talk about who's good on defense and who's not good on defense between the stars amongst the league and whatnot. So we have the defensive segment that I can't wait to get into. And chat, I know you guys are going to love this.
Get your feet moving, get your hands. We're doing like the star players, right? So Luka, right?
Yeah, only star players.
Oh, get your feet moving, get your hands busy. Because we just got Luka to get one block tonight. And I'll tell you what, if he don't get that block, I'm coming to Dallas and I'm gonna break my foot off in your ass.
So you doing everything the Penn just said don't do.
I'm talking about chill. If he don't get that block, he gonna be shitting sneaker for a month.
But Chill, you had something that you wanted to get into?
Just really quick, Penn, you were talking about, it came back to me, Penn, you were talking about Davion Mitchell before we went to
sure. Yeah. So the last 11 games for Davion Mitchell have been really bad. Like this entire season, his entire career to date has been pretty terrible. I'm not kidding when I say this. Hold on, let me actually read this out because this is actually I think this will be telling to what I'm saying. Here's his box plus minus for the last 10 games prior to last night. It's ugly. His single game box plus minus for the last 10 games: -7, -8.4, -12.4, -10.2, -9.9, -7.3, -7.6, -6.3, -11.5, -9.8. Last night, positive 3.4. He's had 3 games this year where he's been a positive box plus minus. I think when you look at a player like Davion, there's a sort of imperfect equation of what does it take to be good on defense. What he did to Jalen Brunson on that fast break is so impressive. One of the craftiest guards, a guy who's great at drawing fouls. The fact that you were able to basically deter a drive that way was crazy. The fact that he was able to make that drive, the fact that a lot of his threes this year have been wide open, and he's bricking the shit out of them. Last night, he made a contested 3. So huge improvement last night. No hating, really good. Need more of that. But it's really important to realize that I'm gonna stick with what Fred VanVleet said. If you're a 6-foot guard in the NBA, and I know Jordan agrees with this because Jordan and I have talked about this, you must be able to hit threes competitively, competently. And if you're a role player, I don't give a shit if you're a big or you're a wing or you're a guard. You can't be turning the ball over crazy. You just can't. Coaches will play you out of the league, right? And the third thing I'll say is you don't want the drama online when you're a role player. If you're KD, cool. You got carte blanche. Do whatever you want. You want to troll fans? Cool. No one's bouncing KD out of the league because he's a bit of a head case on Twitter. Nobody cares. But the extra baggage that comes from, your parents blasting people, your parents talking about the coach. Marvin Bagley had this situation with his dad, Malachi Flynn, Eric Flynn. That whole situation in Raptorland got weird, where Eric Flynn, every single time his son didn't play, is on Facebook making like, my son needs to play more games. It's like, bro, your son's out of the league. And partially for that reason is not helping, so the optics of it, the NBA is a game of politics to some extent. When you come with baggage, when you come with drama, when you come with a court case, you're not making the league, man. So it's really tough to keep your job when you create turnovers, where you create controversy. Like 50 to 60 players in this league have like the freedom to do what they want. The other 390 just need to play a role and shut up. And I'm not saying shut up and dribble. Please understand. I'm not saying.
I think that's what you.
No, that's not what he's saying, Ron.
No,
I mean, Ron, when you're talking about when you're talking about a league of Ron, when you're talking about a league of 450 players and you got 50 guys, the other 90%, I mean, you're in the league and you're a good player, but you don't have this kind of. There's a reason why there's the 1%.
Yeah, chill. So 1, 5, 10% can dribble.
Yeah,
no, 10% can dribble, tweet, talk.
It's not shut
say
up.
Whatever they want to the media.
I'm saying if you're Precious Achua or you're Jericho Sims, don't let me hear that you're.
There's things that you can't do.
That you want to.
When you're in that
you want to.
Yeah, don't let me hear you talk. Yeah, don't let me hear you talk.
If you're Jericho, then shut up and dunk.
Oh my lord!
Penn's point is that you haven't developed that yet to be able to do that.
Yeah, you're not at that level to where
don't be at a point where your agent is leaking that you're not happy with your next contract. Don't be at a point where your touches become a point of team drama. Don't be that person, because again, I'm gonna say this: like high rank lottery picks, like high leverage lottery picks. I'm not talking Zachary Ricochet. I'm talking like Zion. In the first few years where he still has some good grace. Those guys can get away with stuff that, frankly, a guy like Chris Duarte can't. So you gotta treat it as a job. It's a very well-paying job, obviously. But if you're not getting minutes, I don't want to be hearing like you're unhappy with your minutes and you're gonna sign somewhere else next year or whatever. Just keep that shit in-house because it doesn't look good. And those are the guys that often play themselves out of the league. There's many talented players over in Europe that are more talented than players in the NBA, but they came with additional baggage, and you just don't want that. You want to keep your.
I agree with that part, though, Ben. I mean,
exactly. You get paid too much, so shut up and dribble. Yeah.
No, I don't know if I agree with that part.
It's not. I did hear
there was a time when
shut up and ride the bench.
Penn, it's. I mean, I wouldn't phrase it that way, but I mean that's essentially what you're saying. And what I'm saying is like that is the nature of the situation, though. Like if you do too much as a 12th man, your ass to be cut.
Context,
and like we all understand that.
No. Shut
up. Okay. All shut up and dribble aside. All shut up and dribble and jokes and hee ha ha aside. Literally, that's what the case is. If you make too much, if you have too much rumblings going on, if you have too much drama, if you're doing too much as a 10th, 11th, 12th, or a G leaguer, a two-way contract guy, if you do too much, you will get cut. That's and that's the truth. Like whether it's politically correct or not.
Kids who have helicopter parents, straight up, they will not do it. There are talented kids who have parents who are riding the coach in the local media, and they're thinking that it's going to help them attract an offer from UConn, and it's not. It's the exact opposite, where you are actually like deterring that offer because ain't nobody dealing with that shit. So it's just like. Be low baggage. There's a good rule for life. It's a good rule for basketball. Just be low baggage. Don't be a person who comes in with drama, and don't be a person who comes in with an ego, and don't be a person who comes in with parents screaming at the coaches and calling the coaches out. That shit is not helpful.
But here's the thing, though, Penn. The flip side to that is that I'm not going to lessen myself when I know for a fact that I'm better than what's being shown. I mean, don't forget, Peyton Pritchard, there was a point when he was asking to be traded out of Boston because he wasn't playing. And he knows I'm better than this. Now, I'm not going to ask Peyton Pritchard, who we've now seen, and we know for a fact he is better than an 8th, 9th, 10th man. He is better than that. And he's gotten the opportunity to show that. Well, how am I going to get the opportunity to show that if I don't say something? If I just keep sitting there with my hands folded like you think, and I'm not going to bring extracurricular stuff, because again, Penn, when you're talking about coaches already have their mind made up about a lot of guys. And if I'm in a position where I know I'm better than this dude, I know I'm better than that dude, and I'm not playing, And if I don't say, listen, I think it's probably best that I leave here, and I just sit here with my hands folded, I may end up wasting 2-3 more years of my career just off the strength of me being here and being, quote unquote, a good Kunta. I don't want to be that. No, I want to play. Yes.
Peyton,
We know
Peyton,
who
Peyton,
we know
Peyton,
who Kente is. We know who
I know.
Kunta Kinte
I just wasn't expecting this. I feel you. I'm with you. I'm just curious though. Like, is Peyton Pritchard asking to be traded? Do y'all think like that was kind of him going too far? Like, was that shaking up things? Do you think that caused any rifts?
I think he has a
room?
valid case to be made that, you know, he deserves, like, when we're talking about Peyton Pritchard versus Malachi Flynn, we are talking about different classes of player, right? Number one. Number two, I'd be very curious to understand how he went about that. Did he make a private request to the team saying, hey, if I can't get more minutes, I need out, and they leaked it? Or did his agent leak it to put pressure on the team?
Probably
because whenever something comes out, it always benefits somebody and always hurts somebody else. Every single time you hear a story about, oh, you know, after a rough playoff series, oh, this player was dealing with this injury. And it's like, yo, that is the agent protecting the player's value for free agency, right? So all I'm saying is, like, there's a political aspect to the NBA that I think players need to be very cognizant of. One player who's really good at this is Fred VanVleet, right? Says the right stuff a lot of times. He kind of draws attention to himself when things are going really well. He deflects attention from himself when things are not going well. There is a concerted element to, you know, being this is chess, not checkers, right, for your next contract. And at the end of the day, this is a job. I know we as fans want to see it as a game, and it is a game. But for these dudes, it's about securing wealth for your generations and generations of your family. You got to keep the paychecks rolling. You can't be out of the league in 4 years because, you know, people didn't want to deal with you. There's a lot of talented players. Number one, and the adaptability factor, right? Like, oh, I played this way in high school, I'm not going to play any different way. The Kennedy Chandler, right? Those types of players, very talented, but you just got to adjust. You know, we need you to play defense at this level.
I'm gonna step in because we do got to move on, and I want to make sure we have enough time for this defensive thing. I do want to say though, you mentioned college kids and whatnot. Shout out to AJ Dybantsa. Shout out to AJ Dybantsa. Yeah, he committed to BYU.
I thought so.
So shout out to AJ. I wish he could play with possibly one of my favorite prospects, not possibly one of my favorite prospects, my favorite prospect in the draft right now, Igor Dimin. He plays at BYU too. I would love to see those two play, but Igor is going to be a
Why are you calling him Igor? It's Igor.
Excuse my American accent.
I thought he was Russian.
He is.
He is Russian.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
But Kuho sent through a super chat. Kuho said SGA outperformed Luka last year in the series. People forget that.
And Josh Hart outperformed SGA in the playoffs. So
And then Kuho became a YouTube member. So salute to you, Kuho. Appreciate you for.
I'm pretty sure it's Cujo. Ain't never heard of Kuho.
You never heard of Cujo, Ron?
No,
so
that's
now when I start using my accent, all of a sudden, no, it's not that. It's the American one.
You're just adding random accents to everything.
Drink More Agua said, how much credit do you give a head coach versus an assistant coach? Yesterday's talk about Taylor Jenkins made me think of all the coaches Bud lost over the years. Jenkins, Lee, Ham, Sullivan, who's in Houston now, etc., and how that might impact on-court play.
Some of these coaches, assistant coaches, look at head coaches like, I'm better than him. And they don't really get an opportunity to really implement how they feel about stuff. But then there's some assistant coaches who they do get an opportunity to show how good they are, and they become head coaches. That's why Greg Popovich was who he was, because he liked to let other guys shine. So, I mean, I think I think it depends on who the coach is and who he's got on his bench. Because Penn, before you brought him up, I'd be lying to you if I said I knew who Jordy Fernandez was. I did not know. I didn't. I had no idea who Jordy Fernandez was, which would explain why I had him at the bottom of the league when we did the top 30 coaches, only to find out that, Jordy Fernandez can coach. Yes, he can.
Oh, for sure. And he's been coaching for a while, and he did a great job in Sacramento. You know, my introduction to Jordy was funny because there was a game where Mike Brown got tossed out and Jordy Fernandez coached the rest of that game. And then they won that game. And in the locker room, you saw the Kings players reacting to him. And I was like, that joy that they felt for him getting his first win like that, that is a testament to how he's connecting with these players.
Mhm.
That's half the battle as a coach. Do you connect with your players? Do you understand your players? Their reaction told me everything. And then I started reading up on him a lot. And then I started pushing for the Raptors to hire him. And then ultimately gets hired by Team Canada. Now he gets hired in Brooklyn. He's doing a great job. Great job.
There was a lot of times when you would watch like the videos and stuff from like their practices, and you would see where Coach Brown just had Jordy running the show. Like, go ahead, get in there, do your thing.
That's a good coach.
Definitely. They really like Jordy. I think a lot of them were upset to see him go. Like, obviously, congratulations, coach. You're moving on. So pretty sure they were happy for him. But I think we really missed Jordy when he left for sure.
That's the price of success. Every good organization is going to have brain drain every single time, right? So when the Raptors were successful, they had a lot of their assistant coaches were poached up. Chris Finch was an assistant coach with the Raptors. John Mamalala was a guy who went over to Golden State as one of their lead assistants. They had Jeff Weltman, who was the assistant general manager. He goes down. He runs his ship in Orlando, right? So there's all these guys. Nick Nurse obviously getting hired over there. So it's just like that's the price of success, right? I'm sure the Raptors had to pay Masai Ujiri way more than they were comfortable with when Washington started coming after him. But that's the price of being good, man. Like keep dialing up that offer.
All right, y'all. We got the Orlando Magic playing against the Milwaukee Bucks tonight in the knockout round of the NBA Cup. Can I get you guys' predictions? What happens tonight? And let me know who you think I have a breakout game.
Milwaukee.
I think this is simple. Yeah. No France.
No France, no problem.
Jalen Suggs and Gogo gonna bring it home. It's fine. Magic winning.
They did win their last game without Franz.
Yeah, it was against the Suns. Doesn't count. But yeah, the Magic by 8. Got the Magic by 8.
And you got Jalen Suggs and Goga, Kieran.
Wait, you got the Magic winning?
Of course, I got the Magic winning.
And you took Giannis 30 points.
Giannis gonna make a 3 because I took Giannis making a 3 because I think they're gonna be down in the fourth quarter and Giannis gonna shoot a 3, trying to get them back in the game. He gonna miss, and then he gonna shoot another one. He gonna make it, and then it's gonna be Giannis made a 3, but they lost. That's why gonna happen.
If they lose this game, y'all know Giannis will never hear the end of this. Like Giannis will never.
Giannis talking about I want to win a 3rd MVP. He adopting the Joel Embiid strategy. He's doing it earlier than Joel.
Got to do what we got to do, right?
Yeah, I like it.
Because clearly leading the league in scoring ain't enough.
By playing
clearly shooting Shaq percentages for 21 straight games ain't enough. I don't know.
I agree. Being an elite defender. That's me moving on for your next segment, bro.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Next time you throw an alley-oop, I promise I'll catch it. But Jordan, I need your prediction tonight. The Magic versus the Bucks. Who do you have?
I'm going with the Bucks, bro. The Bucks gonna beat their ass by 15.
Handling these dudes.
Yeah, they're gonna beat their ass by 15.
So would you guys be surprised at all if it's the dogfight?
Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a dogfight, but I wouldn't. But I would be surprised if the Magic won, though. I would be shocked, actually. That shit over with. Franz gone. I mean, Jalen Suggs gonna do some crazy shit, but whatever. I don't think Jonathan Isaac is playing too, right? That's what they're saying in chat. Jonathan Isaac is playing.
Who?
Jonathan Isaac. He only played about 15 minutes anyway, so it shit don't even really matter.
Jonathan Isaac can make a big difference in this game.
He's questionable.
But he only be playing like 15 minutes anyway.
That's a huge 15 minutes though, Jordan.
It is. I'm a huge Jonathan Isaac fan. One of my favorite players in the NBA. I'm
Me
just
too.
saying. Nah, man.
Just so you know, Jordan. Just so you know, Jordan, really quickly. By minutes played, Mars, who's the best defensive player ever?
For sure. He was the best defensive player last year.
No, not last year. No. By minutes played, Mars, who's the best defensive player in NBA history?
It's
Jonathan Isaac. Yeah.
Scottie Pippen.
But there's no other defender. There's no other defender like that has the attributes he has. Like he's super athletic. He's damn near 7 foot. he can guard wing, post, guard, whatever you want to do. It's not very many people who with that capability. He just can't stay healthy. If he stayed healthy, bro, we would be talking about him in a different light. A different light.
Nice.
He just can't stay healthy.
All right, y'all. Well, it looks like everybody took the Bucks. Oh, you was being serious?
Yes, he is, Ron. Yes, Mars is being serious. Yeah, he being serious.
That's fine.
Mhm.
That's fine. Let him have his pick.
I just wish that to be honest with you, Ron, I wish that France was playing. I wish that everybody was healthy because I feel like this is a prelude to the playoffs. I think
I know
yeah,
you're
for
not flashing
sure.
that comment. Come on, man.
Penn is
Penn's
Canadian.
in Canada. Penn didn't even vote.
I think
And why
that-
does it matter?
Go back, Penn. Go back. Yeah.
Why does it matter? I don't like
Well,
that.
Penn, you can't vote 'cause you're in Canada?
That's crazy. No, I don't think you do that.
Can you vote a Trump?
Are you crazy?
Penn is Canadian.
I see. You talking about that? I thought you were talking about the poll. Like, I wasn't talking
poll?
about that.
I don't vote in this poll.
Yeah. But no, Penn, I'm talking about the YouTube poll. I wasn't even talking about what. I thought he was talking about the YouTube poll, bro. I didn't know he was talking about that. I don't care about that. I don't care.
Anyways, y'all, let's go ahead and get on to the defensive segment. Here's what we got. We have 3 tiers. We're going to keep it very simple today. I'm not going to overcomplicate things. We got 3 tiers. Good defender, which could also qualify as a great defender too, but good defender, mid defender, and bad defender, which bad could be terrible or good, bad, ugly, whatever the case may be. You got mid, you got good, and you got bad. It's only 3 tiers that these guys can go in. We have a good amount of players. Not everybody down here is on the list, but we're going to do a good chunk of those guys that are there. So what's going to happen is I'm simply going to assign you guys. Chad, I need an order. First off, I need an order. Then I'm simply going to give you guys the name.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to be able to see the list. So unless you can remember all 40-something players, you're just going to have to put them where you believe that the guys belong.
Are we doing good defender relative to the other stars or relative to the NBA?
Relative to the NBA.
Okay.
So let's get down to the bottom of this. In chat, actually, let me give you some context why we are doing what we're doing today. So it's 2 individuals that kind of sparked this whole thing. The first one is Damian Lillard. I don't know if you guys are on Twitter. I don't know if you guys follow NBA Central, but Damian Lillard essentially disagrees with the narratives that he's not a good defender. He said, quote, and I quote, "It's a challenge to be a good defender in the NBA. And as I've become more experienced, I think it's carried on as more of a narrative than the actual truth."
No, it's not.
Guys not just coming out here breaking me off, and putting me in. Guys not just coming out here breaking me off and putting me out there and scoring on me over and over.
Okay. So just so we know, Dame, so we're clear, my man. Just so you know, defense isn't just one-on-one defense. Okay, we're not just out here you against me one-on-one on the regular. That's not going on. You do have to understand. You do have to know how to switch. You do have to know how to get around screens. You do have to know when to chase, when a guy is fading. You don't do any of those things. None of them. Absolutely none of them. You do have to, as a point of attack defender, because you are the point guard, you do have to know when to pick a guy up, to slow a guy down in transition. You don't do a lot. You don't do a lot of that stuff. In fact, what you're most famous for is being a bucket getter. That's what you're most famous for. When we think about you and we think about defense, we don't think about that. We think about you in that light of being a bucket getter. In fact, that's one of the main reasons why your teams weren't able to get over the hump when you were playing in the playoffs, because you were more of a bucket getter and you were less committed on defense. So don't sit there and act like this is a revelation, like you're opening our eyes to you being a defender, because no, you're not. You are less than average. 100% you are.
Well, we'll see on our tier list if he's less than average. We'll see.
Less than average. I think he's an average defender, but we'll see.
No.
But also, I do want to say this too, though, because I know y'all say this a lot, and I always correct y'all on this. When it comes down to switching and stuff like that, you honestly do not know the scouting report to assume that he just did what he just did, because sometimes they have different things. Now, for bigs on the help side, like when bigs help, I can see that, like, okay, a 4 and a 5 main objective a lot of times to protect the paint. When it comes down to the guards, You really don't know. That is a strategy, and that's what y'all like harping on a lot. But I'm telling y'all, that is just really a strategy that we just don't know. It's not something that y'all glaringly see.
Jordan, you keep trying to sell me that we don't know the strategy. Jordan, you as a coach, if I'm covering a guy who's coming off a curl screen, you're not telling me not to trail him. You're not telling me let him.
It depends on who the player is, but it depends on who the player is.
It doesn't make a difference. You're not.
Yes, it does. Why wouldn't it make a difference?
This is what I'm saying. You're not telling me of this guy that's coming off a screen. You're telling me, okay, you can back off of him. But when we've seen Damian Lillard chasing guys off screens who we know can shoot, and he's not there. We've seen Damian Lillard not being able to navigate through screens. That's part of the scouting report, and that's also part of you being fundamentally a defensive player.
That's not true. That's not true. As far as Damian Lillard chasing guys that can shoot is coming off the screen. First of all, that's one of the hardest things you got to do in basketball. That shit is extremely hard.
Oh my God,
to do.
Jordan! Imagine having to play defense in the NBA.
No,
yes,
it's not about that. I'm talking about chasing somebody off screens. You saying, oh, he chasing somebody off screen. The dude might have got the shot. Chasing somebody off screens is hard as hell to do, especially when you don't know what. So that you can't judge them off of that. Like how that's like saying,
why not? We judge great defenders off that.
No, I've never heard nobody talk about, okay, this guy chased the guy off screen the best in the NBA. I've never heard about that. We talk about one-on-one defenders a lot of times and help side defenders a lot of times. Not can somebody chase somebody off a screen? Because who the hell chasing Steph off a screen?
The same guy that Steph is chasing off. Steph is chasing off screens. We saw Steph.
Nobody in the NBA is chasing Steph off of screens, bro.
That's
nobody.
So what are we doing with Steph? So what are we doing? So what are we doing with Steph? So not in 2024, not in 2024. We're talking about in 2013, in 2014, in 2015, in 2016. How are we covering Steph Curry? What are we doing with Steph Curry?
Chill. Obviously, you chase them off screen. I'm saying they're not successful doing it.
That's not the point, Jordan. That's not the point at all.
Then why are you harping on Dame not being successful? Why are you harping on Dame not being successful then? That doesn't make no sense.
Why doesn't it make sense? Because first and foremost, Dame isn't chasing all Steph Currys. That's not who he's chasing off screen.
If he's chasing somebody off the screen, they probably a good shooter. That's why.
Right. And you know what you do with a good shooter?
That's why they doing that.
And you know what you do with a good shooter, especially if you're chasing them off a screen? You get close to them. That's what you do when you're chasing a shooter off the screen. I know how to get
to high school and college, bro. That shit is
as a defender. As a defender, if I'm covering a guy, how am I chasing him off the screen? I'm going to give him some room. I'm going to get my strong hand out because when I get around this screen, I'm chasing him. If I get bumped, I'm still chasing and I'm still on him. He's not going to get wide open shots.
Sure that Damian Lillard is the worst in the NBA history at chasing. Who else is bad on chasing curl screens? Who else is bad?
I didn't say he was the worst in NBA history at that. I did not. You never heard me say that. What you did hear me say was Dame dies on goat screens. Dame is not very good off the basketball. Dame is not a very good point of attack defender. Dame is not very good in switching. That's what you heard me say. And that's the point. So when Dame tells us that he doesn't play defense
on the point of attack, I'm talking about when you start talking about.
Let's talk about half court.
I'm talking about when you start talking about on the screens when it comes down to switch. You got to be able to switch. First of all, that's just an awareness thing. Like, okay, it's the scouting report says switch. I'm a switch. But if it's not, you think he's supposed to switch. But if you probably ask, he probably say, "Hey, we're not supposed to switch that." That's the difference. You don't know. I've seen NBA scouting reports that said, "Hey, you can't switch on him. Hey, you can't switch on him. Stay with him." That's how it is damn near every game. Everybody don't have 100%. The same. Everybody don't have the same thing to where everybody is switching. Switch. That's not how it goes. So when y'all bring that up sometimes, I'm saying what y'all saying is y'all could be wrong at some time. You don't know. That's all I'm saying.
So Jordan, Damian Lillard, when Doc Rivers is putting the scouting report together, right? When him and his coaching staff, they're putting the scouting report together. Are you telling me that we're switching 1s and 5s? That's part of the scouting report?
It's not. Sometimes it's 1 through 5. Sometimes it's stay on him, switch on him. It just depends. You don't know. That's what I'm saying. Especially with Doc. Doc has multiple coverages. There
isn't a competent coach in the NBA that's switching a small onto a big like that. That's not happening. 1-on-1.
Yes, it happens all the time. No. Chill.
And they get roasted for it.
But this the thing too, though. Now, if your coach got you,
chat, I need an order.
If your coach got you playing bad defense, you're still playing bad defense. You know what I'm saying? Like, so maybe we could be wrong for saying, oh, Dame's bad on D. But if you're doing that, whatever it is, if your coach got you running a bad offense, it's still a bad offense.
But I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing that.
Whether it's part of the game or not.
But I'm not arguing if he's a good defender or bad defender based on that. I'm saying that's Chill's thing to say, oh, he's not a good screen navigator because he don't know how to switch or he don't know how to. If it's a guy curling. That's pretty much that. That's why I brought up the point that I brought up. That is what you said. You said that he can't switch. He can't guard a curl. And I'm like, you don't know what the coverage is. You just don't know.
I'm pretty confident that in the NBA, and again, I grew up around this stuff. There's a lot of people that I know who played in the NBA, and I grew up around this stuff.
I know a lot of people now too. I know a lot of coaches in the NBA too.
And with that being said, on the scouting report, one switching on fives is not part of the plan. No,
it happens every game. Guys. What are you talking about? It happens every game.
We're not switching Trae Young onto Brook Lopez. No, that's not part of the plan. No,
Trae Young on the Bucks.
First of all, chill. Number one, sometimes it is part of the plan because the team
on defense.
But I'm gonna tell you why it would be part of the plan because the team would rather Brook Lopez post up than their best player score. That's why.
That's a bad match.
To you, because you're thinking of it, this is in 1992.
No, I'm not thinking of it in 1995. I'm thinking of big guys. I got a big guy and a small guy.
Then Giannis take somebody on the wing. I would much rather that.
This doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. I got a big guy on a small side. I got on a small guy, and I got a coach okaying. I got a coach okaying Scary Terry. I got a coach okaying Scary Terry switched on to KP. In fact, that was one of the main reasons why the Celtics smoked the Heat. Why? Because KP is getting switched on. Because Tyler Hero is getting switched on to KP. That's not Tyler Hero.
Tyler Hero don't know how to. So Tyler Hero don't know how to switch, and Eric Spoelstra don't know how to coach.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's
exactly what you're saying. That is exactly what you're saying. I'm telling you, they were willing to live with that. That's why they did it. That's why they were willing to live with it. That's why they did it. They don't believe in him.
Listen to your logic, Jordan. You're telling me that we're going to live with Tyler Hero getting switched on to KP 15 feet away from the basket. I apologize. We're going to live with Tyler Hero getting switched on to KP 15 feet away from the basket. Even though we know how good the Boston Celtics are at mismatch hunting because they're so good at screening. So
how many times do you see Porzingis post? How many times do you see Porzingis post ups in the Boston Celtics offense throughout the game compared to Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown dominating the game?
Wait a minute, I gotta make sure I'm understanding what you're saying. Okay, they dominate. They got the ball. Sure, Jason Tatum has the ball. Excuse me, Jason Tatum has the ball.
Jason Tatum's the best player, right?
Jaylen Brown has the ball. Sure.
Jaylen Brown's their second best player, right?
Jordan, are you suggesting that because KP and we're gonna live with KP knocking down the mid range, we're gonna live with KP and Hero getting switched on to him throughout the course of the game because we don't want Jason Tatum to get off? Is that what you're suggesting? We're gonna live with that. That's the game plan.
What would
be the probability? Fired, just so you know.
What would be the probability of them winning if Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown? If somebody said, "Hey, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown is probably going to score 5 tonight," what would be the probability of them winning if Porzingis got 25?
They're not thinking that though. They're not thinking that at all.
So why would they do it, Till?
No, they are thinking that.
That is literally why they do things. Like y'all looking at it from a let
me make sure I'm understanding this. Y'all telling me that the Miami Heat are banking on the idea that Jaylen Brown's going to go for 5 points? Is that what I'm understanding?
No, it's not. It's the idea that I'm okay with Porzingis taking his shot if that means Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown don't get off. That's what it is.
But that's not going to happen. In fact, that's what's going to enhance us. That's why we're doing that.
You just said that. That's why the Heat lost to the Celtics. You just said that, right? Okay, and I'm telling you, the reason why they allowed that to happen is because that was their best bet to win.
Okay.
Chill and Jordan, I'm stepping in right now. Chat, I'm running a poll right now. Who won that debate? Chill or Jordan? You guys let me know. But in the meantime, no. I have to continue on with the context of why we're doing this. Damian Lillard said what he said on NBA Central on Twitter. If you guys aren't following them, go check them out. I love that page. But also, LeBron James has the worst defensive rating in the NBA. We spoke a lot about his defensive deficiencies as well. He's obviously not who he used to be. We talk a lot about Luka on defense. We talk a lot about Trae Young, which leads me to believe or to ask the question, what superstars or stars or all-star level players are actually playing defense nowadays? So today we are going to figure out where all of these guys lie within these three tiers. Are they a mid defender, a good defender, or a bad defender? So let's go ahead and get into it. You guys make sure you go over here, get on the poll. Let me know who won that debate. Also, make sure you like the video. Our likes are a little low today, and I don't know why, because y'all want me to do my job, but y'all not doing y'all job, chat. Every day I come in here and I encourage y'all, keep going, chat. We got the best chat in the world. This, that, and the third. And y'all can't like the video? Audio listeners, y'all can't like the video
right now. Let me go like the video right now.
That's great. Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate
let me
you.
go like that video.
Mars, I appreciate you for liking the video too, because I know you did. And everybody else, I just need to do better. But once again, shout out to our Hall of Fame members. We got KT, who will be on playback with us tonight. So if y'all haven't got a chance to introduce yourself to KT, pull up the playback tonight. OKC versus Dallas on playback. We will be there. Chill, Ox, and Gifted might be there too. And then shout out to Hunting Gilgors, another Hall of Famer. Shout out to Multi Kenny. Y'all already know. Shout out to Multi. And then also Cobra Son of Raditz. Shout out to him as well. Let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. Ox has the first pick, but he's not here. So, damn, Ox.
No, I'm
Looks
right
like
here.
you
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Oh, now you right here.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Ox, you don't necessarily need to be watching. All you need to do is just let me know, where are you going to put the first person that we have? Devin Booker. What tier? Good, mid, or bad?
Mid.
Mid?
Yeah.
All right.
Man. Damn. Man.
Mars, you have Victor Wembanyama.
Good.
Oh, that's an easy one. God damn.
Penn, Donovan Mitchell.
Good.
What's the tiers
Good?
again, Ron? What's the tiers again?
It's
bad,
chill. It's simple.
mid,
Good.
bad, mid,
Yep.
good. Got you. Okay.
He used to be bad, but he's good now.
Now he's good?
Mhm.
All right. Jordan, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Good. That's it. Simple.
Mm.
Good. Defensive player of the year.
Chill. De'Aaron Fox.
Good.
Phenomenal.
This is why
S tier, Ron.
you need more qualifiers here, because you put in Wemby and De'Aaron Fox in the same conversation. What are we doing?
That's not
here?
how it works. That's not how it works.
Defenders,
That's not how it works.
I
That's not-
think
that's not how it
people
works.
obviously understand Wemby's a better defender than Donovan Mitchell, but like,
Yeah, but
I mean, but it's just tears to it. It's tears to it.
well, obviously.
So
we're
y'all-
not
but
gonna,
y'all
we're not
trying
the
to
type
break
of
down
seven
the
tiers of
Great, no, I understand.
great,
I understand.
good.
I
Like,
understand.
we're not doing
What's the
that.
cutoff for mid? That's what I want to understand here. Is mid like
It's not De'Aaron Fox. I
70th
know that. De'Aaron
percentile?
Fox don't got nothing to do with mid.
okay? Is De'Aaron Fox one of the 10 best guard defenders in the league?
As far as we're doing stars, Penn. We're doing all the good. We're not
No,
doing.
we're
not- so-
we said
wait,
compared
Penn,
to the league.
Penn. That's listen to what Ron what we're doing. We're not going to
I
rank
did
all the guards.
listen. One
Okay,
of us
so
has
that's-
great
so that's
active
what
listening.
we're-
The other one doesn't.
I don't think you do. I don't think you do.
No,
because
one-
that's
one
not
of
what
us
we're
listens
talking about.
very well.
You're trying to have another conversation. That's not even a conversation we're having.
That's
Of
we
all- of-
said
of
we
this-
didn't say
of this
compared
list-
to the,
Of this list, Penn, in this list, he is a top tier defender in the NBA.
this is
as far
not
as
compared
guards-
to this
as
list,
far as
Ox.
the
That's
guards-
not what we're doing.
As far as the
Ron,
guards
can
go,
you
yes,
just tell
yes. No.
Can
So
you
what?
tell him?
So what are we doing today, Mark? Ron? Are we ranking the star players? Or are we ranking all the NBA?
We're ranking the star players, but we're doing it relative to the whole NBA.
Oh, okay.
So
look,
listen to the second part, Ox. What did he say?
look,
Can you
so
repeat
look,
it?
But Penn, like we've already talked about before.
Holy fuck.
De'Aaron Fox is a top tier defender relative to everybody.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
You just gotta
Re-
watch him
re-
play basketball, bro.
I've
You just gotta
watched
watch
him play basketball. He's a really
You
good
just gotta
guard
you just gotta
defender.
watch him
He's
play
not.
basketball,
He's
bro.
not the best guard defender on his own team, man. So what are we doing here?
You just gotta. It doesn't matter if he's the best on his team.
You're not a good defense, and he's not your best defender.
You're not.
He's
You're
your
not.
second
So
best
you're not.
defender.
If
He's
you
not
got,
your
if
third
you got
best
somebody,
defender.
if you got somebody on your team that's a better defender than you, that means you're not a top defender.
I'm saying if you're on a not good defense, which is what the Sacramento Kings are, and you're not one of the top 2 defenders on your team, then how the hell are you a good defender?
So
Again,
okay, so
relative to the league. I'm asking for context.
De'Aaron Fox is not a good defender.
Keon Ellis is a good defender.
Is De'Aaron Fox a good defender?
He's a mid defender.
Okay, cool. Let's go. Let's move on. You got to watch him play basketball, bro. It's simple.
I watch him play basketball. Plenty.
You don't. Let's not. You got to watch him, bro. You can't just go on box plus minus and defensive rating and all that.
I'm not going on jack shit. No, I've watched De'Aaron Fox play.
You're just not watching basketball.
Cool. I'm watching soccer.
You don't know what you're looking at.
Pin, I do want to point something out.
If you watch De'Aaron Fox play basketball and you're saying that he's not a good defender, then you don't know what you're looking at.
I'm saying he's a mid defender.
If you watch him play basketball, you think he's a mid defender, then you don't know what you're watching.
Cool.
And I do want to point something out. You put Donovan Mitchell in the good tier.
I think
so. If Donovan Mitchell can be in the good tier, De'Aaron Fox is high in the good tier because he's a better defender than Donovan Mitchell.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Do you think
Can we just get to the next name on the list, please?
Let's go.
Sure, Mars. Let's move on. Let's move on, Mars. Absolutely.
That's crazy.
Let's move on, Mars. Sure, because I got to listen to Penn tell me that Donovan Mitchell is with Evan goddamn Mobley and Jared Allen, and he's a better defender.
That's why I'm asking for context.
And Isaac Okoro.
So if our cutoff for mid. No, hold on. Like I need some definitions here because otherwise this just ends up being emotional. Right. So if OG Anunoby is the cutoff, or if Keon Ellis is the most,
it's true.
Look, there are certain players. There are certain players who are like top 30 defenders, top 40 defenders. Is that good, or is the 80th best defender in the league good? Because
it depends on the landscape of the league. Sometimes the league has
I'm
more
asking for a
defenders,
cutoff. That's all I'm asking. So if we're comparing to the rest of the league, hang on. If I'm comparing to the rest of the league, and good means you're a top 30 defender in the league, then
do you want to know who the last good defender is? Is that what you want to know?
Yeah, I want to understand.
How would we know the answer to that question?
I'm saying,
Pin, it's just relative to what you believe.
A good defender makes a defense noticeably better. A bad defender makes a defense noticeably worse. A mid defender doesn't really move the needle that much on defense. Is that good enough?
But Mars, this is the thing, though, Mars. What I'm trying to say is this: if I'm a good defender, and there's 1,000 defenders better than me, I'm still a good defender. You can't tell me I'm not a good. I'm not, that's why I'm talking to you, Mars, because you understand what I'm trying to say. If you can't tell me I'm not a good defender. You can't tell me I'm not a good defender because there's 2,000 people better than me at defense. That's just not how it works, bro. That's not how it works.
Sure.
If I'm
there's
good,
2,000 shooters than you better in the world, but you're a good shooter.
I'm still a good shooter. Yes.
No,
yes.
You're not.
You don't know what you're looking at.
Cool.
That's
Shaquille O'Neal is a good shooter compared to you. He's not a good shooter compared to the NBA.
It's always context.
You only go off of charts. You only go off of stats. You're not going off of what's
trying to paint me as somebody that I'm not. I watch a lot more basketball than you. I break down a lot more film than you.
You don't know shit about basketball compared to me, Penn. Stop it.
You tried to say Davion Mitchell is not going to be an all-star. Like
I didn't say he was going to be an all-star. I never.
Can we get back to this? Because now we're talking about Davion Mitchell. Can we get back to this?
I never tried to put Davion Mitchell in an all-star category. So relative to me, Penn, you don't know shit.
All right,
I know more about.
You guys are both done, and Ox, it's supposed to be your pick, but you guys will both be penalized because we are trying to move on with this. So Mars, it is now on you, and you have Bam.
Is it not Jordan's pick? Jordan hasn't made a pick, has he?
Yes,
I did. Jordan.
Giannis.
Yeah, Giannis.
Yeah, Giannis.
But Mars, you have Bam Adebayo.
Good. My picks are very nice, simple.
Jordan, you have Tyrese Maxey. Bad. Yo, chill.
Bad. Yes, sir.
You have Nikola Jokic.
Bad.
All right, Mars.
I'd say he's mid, but
yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, I put him in the mid tier, but I don't care enough to get into an argument about it. So.
Big Ox is back on you. And before you go, I do want to let you guys know that this show is brought to you by none other than the good guys over at PrizePicks, where you can run your game, control your game, and ultimately win your game. Download the app, use promo code PANEL, and instantly get $50 when you put in $5, and then you'll obviously win and get even more than that. So I look forward to you guys joining us on the panel and letting us know all the good earnings that you make. Now let's get back into it, fellas. Next up, Big Ox, you have SGA. Do the right thing.
I think SGA is a good defender.
Okay.
Solid.
I agree.
Even if he's playing with Alex
Oh,
Caruso
let's just move on.
Dort.
Let's just move on.
I'm
Let's
just
move
saying,
on.
even if he's playing with Lou Dort, Alex Caruso, and Shat, who are all better defenders than him, I still think he's a good defender.
All right. Mars, Jason Tatum.
Good.
This good category's filling up. All right. I see these stars.
Y'all
might
lucky
actually
swiper
play
ain't here.
defense.
You lucky swiper ain't here. He would kick your ass on that one, boy.
No, I
Yeah,
think even
hands.
Swiper would agree. Jason Tatum's a good defender.
He is a good defender.
Penn, you have Brandon Ingram.
Bad.
Oh, I would have went good, bro. I would have went good defender, but
Good. Let's put him
Bad.
mid.
Good defender.
I'll put him mid because you're probably going to put players that are like Trae Young into bad, so I'll put him at mid. But he's not good.
What
He's
about
not-
Brandon Ingram makes him a good defender? I'm listening to this.
I just think the way, like number one, how his size. Number two, I think he can guard 1-on-1. Number three, I think he's a good. No, I won't say great help side defender, but I think he's mid. But I think a lot of his attributes 1-on-1 makes him good rather than him being bad. That's my answer. I could go a long time, but it would take a long time for us to do that.
So it's a one-on-one defender.
I'm gonna stick with my guns. I'm gonna put him bad. I'm just gonna put him bad. I don't think. Look, I don't know how y'all doing it. I can't get a clear answer without someone losing their mind on how you're categorizing it. But I'm gonna say bad. The cutoff is like 35th percentile. If you're below that mark, you sink for me. So he counts as bad. That's what
All right.
I'm at.
Brandon Ingram, you are labeled a bad defender. All right, moving along. Jordan, you have Jalen Brunson.
Ooh.
Be for real. Come on now. Come on.
Jeez.
Come on, Jordan.
This is a tough spot because I want to say mid,
Put him up there with Wemby.
but I also want to say bad.
He's bad. He's bad.
I don't think he's very good at defense.
I'll go with bad, bro. I was trying to get him off of that.
You don't have to be Tyrese Halliburton to be bad.
The one thing about Jalen Brunson I do like though is he will body up. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, he will.
He will put his body in front of you and show his strength though. I do like
more
that.
participation trophies.
That doesn't make him a good.
No,
that doesn't
no,
make him a good. That doesn't make him a good
No.
defender. That doesn't make
No.
him a good defender because, like I said, I don't think he's a good defender. But what I will say, I do like that he will put his body in front of you, and he will get strong down there. I
think some of his athleticism, his lack of athleticism, hampers him a little bit because I think that hurts him when he gets beat and his ability to recover. I think that he has a problem there. But in terms of him being a bad defender, I don't think he's a bad defender now, Penn. Because when you think about bad defense, what is your criteria, Penn, when you talk about a bad defender?
Do you think Brunson's a better defender than
I
Jokic?
have gone on enough defensive rants to fill a lifetime on this panel. I'm not going to waste more time, but I'll summarize it for you real quick. If you're not a great rebounder, if you are not versatile, if you are not someone who switches well, if you're not someone who navigates screens well, if you're not a great point of attack guy, like which is to say, that you can't contain the basketball live dribble situation. If you're not good in transition, if you don't block shots, if you can't be near the rim, because in a switch, sometimes your big ends up on the perimeter and your guard is back there. If your guard can't at all protect the rim, I'm not saying you got to be Jalen Suggs. I'm not saying you got to be Victor Wembanyama. I'm not saying you got to be Ochai Agbaji blocking shots back there and Dwayne Wade, but you got to offer something. If it's a layup line with you back there, I hold that against you as a guard. I don't give a shit that you're 6 feet tall. I really don't care because there's players in the league that are 7 feet tall. This is a tall man's game. It has always been a tall man's game. So the fact that You have 6'1" guards. When they do thrive, it is an exception, not the norm. So defensively, taller players tend to be better defenders. Tend to be. Closer you are to 6'7", 6'8", you usually are a better defender in that sense. So I think that while you can understand that Jalen Brunson is trying, like a lot of 6-foot guards are trying, there's athleticism, there's burst, there's lateral quickness issues. Sometimes he just gets picked on a lot. And
how were you on Kyle
defense.
Lowry? How were you with Kyle Lowry?
Kyle Lowry is a great defender. Kyle Lowry is a very good defender. Kyle Lowry is different though. Kyle Lowry moves. I'm not
trying to put them together. I'm just curious.
Sure, Kyle Lowry and Fred VanVleet were very good defenders. Very good defenders. They're great positionally, even though they're not necessarily tall or overly long. They use their hands very well. They poke the ball. They fight for position. They just try hard defensively, way harder than Jalen Brunson. So that's element number one. Number two, they're super strong. Like Kyle, I used to say Fred VanVleet had farmer hands. Like he could rip the ball from me. I think we've all played against someone who has that kind of grown man farmer strength where you try to move them and they don't move. It's like it's trying to play against like a brick wall. He has that quality to him. He was also an extremely smart team defender. Sometimes it just comes down to court mapping. Do you see what's happening when it's happening? Last night is a good example of a bad defender, RJ Barrett, right? So what happened on the play was OG Anunoby is going one-on-one against Jakob Poeltl. And they're thinking this is going to be a drive since Jakob Poeltl is kind of hugging him off the line and trying to deter the three. But Davion Mitchell is back there in the paint, and RJ Barrett is like 7 feet off of Karl-Anthony Towns. I care that your off-ball awareness tells you that this is going to be a swing pass to Karl-Anthony Towns because OG Anunoby is not going to do what you think he's going to do in that situation. OG makes a smart pass. Karl-Anthony Towns get a almost wide open three as RJ Barrett is just not big enough to guard Karl-Anthony Towns on the perimeter with 6 feet of space. You got to be really close to him. Fred VanVleet would not make that mistake. That's just defensive IQ. So I think all of that plays into defense. And when I do the sum total, Jalen Brunson is not a good defender. Straight up.
All right, y'all. I have a super chat from MP13. It seems like he's providing some clarity. MP said, that's how relativity works. If there's a significant amount of people better than you, the line for being quote unquote good relative to the league is higher than it would be if you were isolating defensive skills and judging off that.
W to NP13, but we don't do that here. We go purely on emotions, purely on vibes, and purely on eye test. Okay.
What's wrong with emotions?
It's purely on basketball.
I'm of the belief that if there's a world where the whole NBA is good on defense, I'm not gonna start saying guys are bad on defense because they're worse than the best defenders in the NBA. I'll just say the whole league is good on defense.
The whole league is relative to the whole league is good at basketball.
If I'm in a classroom and we do a test and everyone in the class scores a 95, I'm not then going to say I'm stupid because I scored a 92. I'm not going to do that.
You are stupid because you scored a 92.
It's context. It's context to that, Mark. Because why did everybody score a 95 and you scored a 92 and we learned the same thing?
Because they're probably smarter than me. That doesn't mean I'm dumb.
What if
it does not mean that you're not elite?
Because take 95 and 92 out of it. Let's just go lower. Let's just go 1 through 3. They scored a 3. You scored a 1
Every NBA player is good at basketball.
But a one is bad.
When you lessen the sample,
the 180th best player today would cook George Mikan. Cook him. Okay,
what?
The 180th?
Nah.
150? Are you kidding me right now? Do you know
respect my goat? Yeah, respect my goat, man.
Come on, man. Y'all
use someone else. Don't use my goat, George Mikan.
Okay, there are guys in the 60s.
Talk about 30 all on Mike and drill layups.
There were guys in the 60s and 70s who were perennial starters who would get cooked by G League talent today. And I'm just being straight up because guys are more talented. But basketball is a zero-sum game. So at the end of the day, if I'm a great shooter relative to the YMCA, it don't matter. I watched the dude. I'm not kidding. I watched the dude. So I attended the OKC Raptors game the other day, sitting pretty close. I watched the guy. I'm not going to name who it was. Hit 16 straight threes in a practice. Something that would probably make an average high school, player go crazy. Missed every single one he took in the game.
These how many he made in the game? Zero.
Yeah, but chill. We're not talking about if somebody can play good defense in a cone drill. I'm talking about if you can play good defense on the basketball court, you're a good defender. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
But if you put an NBA player, in a college game, they're going to be a great defender.
We're not talking about college. We're talking about NBA.
But that's the point.
That's
It's
the
a
concept.
zero-sum
That's the
game. That's
The point
the
I'm just
concept
making
of
is in the
zero-sum.
NBA,
I'm
De'Aaron Fox
talking
plays
about
good
NBA
defense.
players.
That's
I'm
the
not
point.
talking.
Yeah, but
I
I
didn't
think
say.
so.
No.
In the NBA,
Because
De'Aaron Fox
Jordan,
plays
I
good
didn't
defense. That's the
say
point
I didn't
I'm
say De'Aaron was a good defender at Kentucky.
No,
I
I
would've
think
said-
he's a good
if I
defender in the
would've
NBA.
said
Always
that,
going to be
Boy, that
relative
boy was
to
a
your
hell of
Even
a
though he
defender at
was,
Kentucky,
by
though.
the way, even though he was.
But we're not talking about Kentucky because the
Right.
point just because you could do that at Kentucky don't mean you could do it in the NBA.
The context always
but he
matters.
do it in the NBA though. He do it in the NBA.
And he
A
does do it in the
35% three-point shooter was a good three-point shooter in 1992, right?
If I'm a 10% 3-point shooter
The league
and I
average
hit
is
and I hit a 3 at the end of the game, I still made that 3. I don't care if
Oh
I'm
my
a
God.
bad shooter relative to all the other shooters. If you make this, you know what I'm saying? If you're good,
Yeah, but
you're
hey,
good.
but Penn, the context about the 35 being average, right? I think there's a lot of context on what moves the needle of average too. Like for example,
Jordan, you're a
back
trainer.
in the day,
you know
yeah.
the guys are way more skilled today than they were 20 years ago, right?
Yeah, but I always
Now,
say
Jordan, were
more
you
skilled,
training
but they're
people
not
20 years
better.
ago, Jordan?
No, then I'm not. I don't think there was trainers 20 years ago.
Okay.
But
There
what I'm
was
saying is
definitely
this.
trainers 20 years ago.
They were called coaches.
But what I'm saying is this though. Like when we talk about like 35, 38% shooters, oh, that's good. But look at the volume of the shots too. Like that's to me the main thing. Like it's like sometimes I don't like when people say stuff like, "Oh, well, 38 is the league average now." Back then it was 32. Well, 9 threes a game is the league average now too. Back then it was 3. So it's like I kind of the context matter in everything. That's just how I go. The context matters in everything.
But the element here is that back then, if you were a 32 to 33% three-point shooter on low volume, your coach had no issue with you necessarily taking a shot, right? What we think of as good
I don't
shooters
think
back
they
then.
coached the game like that by percentages back then. I don't
Sam
think they did that.
Sam Perkins was allowed to take threes. I don't think he shot 38%, 37%. Whereas if you're a big today and you're taking threes, more likely than not, you're north of 35%. The bar has shifted as talent has shifted because at the end of the day, the team that wins is a team that scores more points. If the league scores at 116 points per game and you are scoring 113, you're going to lose the vast majority of your games. So you got to score more. It's always a zero sum. At the end of the day, if we get to a point where shooters just become super automatic, let's just say there's like a new training regimen and, these 10 guys, these 20 guys, get into the lab with this new trainer who teaches them how to shoot like 4% better, the league average creeps up. Suddenly a 34% three-point shooter isn't getting guarded. You know what I mean? Right now, the mark of being guarded or not being guarded was around 31% on low volume, 32%. You don't guard those guys. You dare them to shoot, right? Whereas I want to say 15 years ago, you would guard those guys. That's the difference. Whereas
Because
right now, because you know that your team is going to shoot 36%, you're not guarding them
because back then they'll pump fake that joint, get to their mid range. That's what they would do back then.
That's the concession because everything is a trade-off, and that's why I think that you won that debate earlier on with Chill, because everything is a trade-off in the NBA. If I'm gonna sink on Jalen Brunson 2 to the ball, I'm leaving something open. I gotta commit to that. If I'm gonna switch Jakob Poeltl onto Jalen Brunson, I'm opening something up somewhere else on the court, and I gotta make that choice, right? And what I can't do is leave Karl-Anthony Towns open for 3.
All right, y'all. Let's get back to it. My man Mo asked me to show the list. So this is where we're at right now. In the good defensive tier, we have Wemby, Donovan Mitchell, Giannis, De'Aaron Fox, Bam, SGA, and Tatum. And I think we got that tier right. Other than one name, but we don't have to harp on that. Mid defenders, only Devin Booker's in the mid tier so far. In bad defensive tier, we have Tyrese Maxey, Nikola Jokic, Brandon Ingram, and Jalen Brunson. And next up,
Devin Booker,
Devin Booker.
we got Devin. Yeah, he's not. Devin Booker's a good defender, bro. We got him as mid.
So we should switch Devin and Donovan.
I wouldn't mind.
it's already been played.
The list has been made, man. Devin Booker been playing mid.
But next up, you guys probably wouldn't believe it if I told you that Chill is next, and he has LeBron James.
Nah.
Chill, are you sure?
James is a bad defender today. Yes, he is.
He's a reputation defender, though.
And
I don't think anyone gives him reputation.
Yeah. And let's just say for the sake of argument that's true, Mars. That let's say he's a reputation.
Oh,
defender.
it's no way LeBron's a bad defender.
You can have a reputation for you can have a reputation for being a good defender, but be bad. And James
Yeah.
is a bad defender in today's game.
Oh my
100%
god,
he is.
man!
Yes, he
I
is.
hate this shit. I hate this shit. But go ahead. I just hate that shit. Go ahead.
What is it that you're missing, Jordan? When you watch this guy on defense, what about him in 2024 suggests that James is at minimum a mid defender? What?
Would you pick on? Would you pick on LeBron?
Yes. Hell
You're
yes,
crazy.
I would.
That would be
Yes.
crazy as hell.
Go
And you know what
go-
LeBron would do? And you know what LeBron would do? LeBron would stop your ass and
Jordan,
then look at you and
that-
say, "Are you
Jordan,
got out of your
that's what
damn
they're
mind?"
doing today. That's
think
what
he's
they're
mid.
doing today in offenses.
Okay.
When they run offenses, they go at him.
I don't think he's bad, Joe. I think he's mid. I really do.
Come on, bro. You can't, bro. I'm, bro. This is, I'm just. Let's just move on because I would get frustrated.
Oh,
man.
thank
It's
God.
just-
I'm with you, Jordan. I can't believe y'all trying to label LeBron as a bad defender.
He's mid.
Facts. He nearly won Defensive Player of the Year 11 years ago.
No facts, Morris. So he might win it 11 years from now.
Facts.
Do y'all see how much he gets cut on? Like how much times he gets beat watching the ball, just standing around. Like y'all
No,
see
because
how
when
y'all see how
LeBron
much
want to try,
walking
when
around?
LeBron wants to try, he can play defense. That's the
Yeah, but when he doesn't, but do y'all see how much walking around the
but
baseline
that's
he
not
does and how
relevant
much
because when he
he's
tries, he plays
watching?
defense. That's the
Like it's crazy. Bro.
The 95% of possessions don't matter. When in them 5%, when he really locks in, he can still play defense. So he's a
Gotcha.
capable defender.
That's
That's
all
what
that
okay.
matters.
Well,
that's
that
what the
makes sense
argument
then.
is. I'm not saying that's my argument. I'm saying that's what the argument is. So
Oh, well, then that makes sense.
he's capable. Is the
All right.
dude.
Well, LeBron's in the mid tier, so that's where we're at right now.
No, he
He's in
said
the
he's
bad.
bad. He
He's
said
in
he's
the bad,
bad.
sir. He's in
He
the
said
bad.
he's bad.
Oh,
Ron heard me the first damn time. He tried to sneak him into the mid tier. That's what he tried to do. He heard me the first damn time.
on to the next person. Ox is back on you, and it looks
Huh.
like you have.
Hold on, Ron. I got a question.
Did you skip me?
No, not skip, but I got a question. When we talk about the NBA is getting more skilled,
Did I skip you?
Yep.
players
Man,
is
y'all be
getting worse on
saying
defense.
that. Y'all be
But the
saying
players
that.
getting worse on defense. That to me is a dumbass argument. It's like, oh, it's so skilled now, but the defense stayed the same.
I think they're not. I think they're trying a little less. But what
Was
we
that
did
supposed to be
realize,
before Cho?
what we did realize,
Ken,
though,
you got
Jordan,
Jalen Brunson.
what we did realize, though,
Oh.
Jordan, and I've realized over these past 2 years is that I would sleep on a lot of these defenders. There are a
Jordan
lot of
and
guys.
Jalen
There are a lot of guys in the NBA that
I'm
are
good.
actually playing defense, and I was
Yeah,
wrong.
Brandon Ingram.
I was wrong when I was saying that nobody was playing defense. There's a lot of guys in the league playing defense today.
I don't think
the ones
you're able to play
that are
defense
just
to
the ones that are
stop
just
people no more.
not trying on defense that are watching Jordan, we can't give them credit because they could be good defenders. If you're not a good defender, you're not.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I don't think this NBA is geared. First of all, it's the worst NBA season that we've seen in a long time. That's number one. But
You
I
think
don't
so?
think this. Yes,
I'm
I
enjoying
don't
this
think.
season.
I don't
I'm-
think this
I'm having a good
NBA
old
is
time.
geared.
So I'm
I don't
happy
think
to
this
be
NBA is
here.
geared to play defense to stop somebody anymore. Like,
All right, Jordan. So what are we supposed to do about that? We can't hold them accountable for that.
no, I didn't say
I'm
you
so
could. I didn't say you couldn't hold them accountable. I'm just saying I just don't think it's geared to really like stop somebody. Like
Yes,
the way
it
the
is.
NBA is played is dumb
Yes,
as
it
hell.
is.
Okay. I
You
get
shoot
you.
35 times a
The
game.
the reason why we know that for a
Alexander go
fact.
to the free throw line 13 times just because you bump him.
And-
I'm going to the
yeah,
free throw line.
and-
Now
right,
that
right,
took
that's
the
fair.
momentum. That shit is annoying, bro.
Right.
I literally have
Sure.
in my vault. I literally have in my vault a segment of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander just catching the ball, holding a triple threat. They get up or guard him, and the ref calls a foul. Then the next
I
play,
saw that on
he
Jordan
catches,
too.
swipes,
I saw that on
foul.
Jordan in 1989. I
We
saw that
didn't
on
see it
Jordan
like
in
that many
1992.
times. That's
Yes,
crap,
I
bro. We
did.
didn't see
I
that
saw
many.
guys
Bro,
putting their hands on
I've
Jordan.
seen
I
people
seen
guard
Jordan
Michael
getting
Jordan
bumped
with
a little
hand
bit.
check all
Stuff
the
that he
way
had to
from-
play through.
from the
I seen that.
from the
And
inbound all
it's
the way
called
to
the
half
superstar
court.
treatment. Don't
What's
give me
this
that
got to
shit.
do with the segment?
What it has to do with the segment, Mark. What it has to do with the segment is the fact that the NBA isn't what it used to be. Give me a break. We're talking about the Oklahoma City
We
Thunder.
stay
I'm not-
getting derailed. We
Mark,
meant to be
I
ranking
just want to make
defenders.
sure I'm
We talking about
understanding
what
this,
happened
Mark.
to
Did you
Jordan
not
in
tell
1989.
me not too long ago, Mark,
that
that the
shit is
Oklahoma
soft
City
as shit.
Thunder
This is
have
fucking
arguably the best
yeah,
defense
that's
in
NBA.
NBA history? So if they got
No,
arguably
it's
the
just
best
statistically,
defense
they
in NBA history, I'm pretty sure that they're put
Because it's
together to
arguably the
stop
worst
people.
player. This is arguably
I'm
the
good.
worst
All right, well.
basketball being played in NBA history.
Okay.
That's
All right.
that's another context of this shit. This is why do y'all think they have these debates all the time about we got to do something to make the NBA better? They literally are doing that. Why? We must
Well,
be
I
living
mean,
under a rock.
Jordan, in the defense of that, anybody that has a business is actively trying to make their business better. You always want to make the product better and more sellable.
Sure,
Yes,
you do.
yes, but they're actively, obviously, you would try to. I would agree with that 100%. I'm not disagreeing with that, but it's damn near seems like a crisis that they trying so hard to. They always talking about what do we got to do to make the product better. Let's go to the youth. They got to start at the bottom, not the guys at the top for some reason. to me, that's crazy. Let's go to the bottom and fix this shit. But the guys at the top gonna destroy it. What are we doing?
I agree. Can we get back to the list?
Yeah, let's get back to the list. And you guys brought up Michael Jordan. I do just want to say this. I watched Space Jam last night with my son for the first time. And I just want to say that Space Jam 2 can't hold a candle up to Space Jam 1.
Well,
As a matter of fact, we should have got halfway through that movie and just said, you know what, we're not even going to do it no more.
That should affect the GOAT debate, in my opinion.
Every
does.
like that,
Hey,
it does.
that second Space Jam ain't shit compared to the first one. Boy,
And for real, though, on another note, Jordan really was kind of acting in that movie for real. He was.
No,
they weren't. Go watch it. Go watch it. Go watch it. Hey, relative to athletes, Jordan was in there acting. Hey, there's a couple more. Okay, Jordan.
Hey, every time Michael Jordan answered the question, that shit was like on delayed response. It was like he had to listen to that shit 3 times in his ear.
Jordan, have you seen LeBron in Trainwreck? That shit was terrible. His acting.
Yeah, LeBron is terrible in commercials too, bro. He like really bad at commercials.
Anthony Edwards clears. Let's move on.
Facts.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, I will say this real quick. I hate to derail us, Mars, but chill.
Yeah, come on.
You believe what my daughter just did, chill? You know the 3 segment popcorns? She pulled the whole divider out. Now they ain't even separated no more. I got the caramel with the cheddar popcorn, the butter popcorn with the cheddar popcorn. It's all mixed up.
That's not good.
That's called Chicago style. Good for you.
I ain't
Shout out to the shot.
We on the West
Shout out
Coast.
to the shot.
Hey, Ox,
Yeah,
I
but
might
they
be
just
a little-
naturally came mixed.
Chicago popcorn is the best
to be
popcorn.
honest with
Come
you,
on,
Ox,
man.
I might be a little old school. She might need an ass whooping for that. I might need an ass whooping. I'm just saying.
Ox.
She
Go in the
need an
kitchen and
ass
spank her right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
Go get
man,
it.
I'll tell you what. Well, this ain't Chicago. Yeah. But
Spank the shot town out of her, Ox.
who I got, Ron?
But all right, you got Stephen Curry.
Oh, come on. He's bad. Relative to the NBA, of course.
All right.
Whatever you want. Yeah.
Who's next? Good old Mars. I got somebody for you. He plays for your Houston Rockets, and his last name is Şengün.
Mids.
I'm going with
I
that.
take mid.
Now, if it was last season, I'd say bad, but I think he's improved a lot this year. So I'll say mids.
All right. Shout out
I wanted to say
Şengün.
goods, but I don't know if I can go that far. I'll say mids.
All right. Pin, you want it?
Good.
Brother, you got it. Luka Doncic.
Oh, damn. I thought you were going to go Scotty Barnes. Luka Doncic, bad.
All right. Is there anybody up here under the belief that Luka should be in the mid tier or good tier?
He's a good rebounder. That's it.
No, I think bad is fine.
Yeah, I think it is too.
All right.
But relative to Trae Young,
Well, he better than
I'll
Trey.
be-
Yeah, if the NBA was all Trey Young, Luka would be a defense player of the year.
I'm working on a Trae Young documentary on his possessions on defense. I've been scaling all year long, but we're gonna see. I've been scaling all year long with Trae Young defense. I'm just saying, I've been waiting for the right time to say, this is enough and show it. But we'll see.
All right, here we go. Moving along to the next defender. And also, I'm running a poll right now. Has it been a good NBA season? 54% of you guys said yes to good. 35% of you guys said it's been mid, and 12%
let me
said
go
it's
vote.
a trash-ass league.
Let me
So
go vote.
that's where we're at right now. But the next defender that we have is Anthony Davis, and it's on you, Jordan.
Good.
Yeah, pretty easy.
All right, chill. You have Cade Cunningham.
This season he's been mid
All right,
relative to what happened last year when he was. Yes, this season he's been mid. Yes.
go ahead, Cade. You done made that mid category.
Mhm.
Zach Spath just sent through a $20 super chat. Zach said defenders today are better. The problem is they have to contend with guys being way better 3-point shooters and no bigs in the paint ready to help them on drives.
Playing defense is so much harder today. So much harder.
I don't think his point was relative to any. Like, I don't think that's the reason why that you say today defenders are better. I disagree that today defenders are better. 100% disagree with that.
100%.
Big Ox, you have Kevin Durant.
Man, I want to say good, but I think I'm gonna go mid.
You don't think KD's? Well, I'm not gonna say that. Okay, interesting.
I think KD's mid.
Mars,
now.
if you want to challenge that, do it.
No, you
because it's
can't.
not-
I'm curious to know what you got to say.
My challenge wouldn't be based on anything Ox said. It would be a useless challenge. I wasn't just pointless.
Okay, yeah, I think KD's kind of. I think he's mid on defense, which isn't a knock. I just think he's mid.
All right,
I'd put him
Kevin
good.
Durant.
I'd probably put him good.
Kevin Durant, you're in the mid tier. Damian Lillard is next in. Hello, Mars. Where would you like to put Dame?
Bad. Mine have been so easy.
But Mars, Dame said what he said.
Bad.
Ron, they said you got that from NBA Central.
No, he didn't. He got it from Central.
Did you? Okay, I don't know. I'm just seeing what.
I read the article.
Stop doing it.
I read the article.
No, I'm not doing
facts,
nothing, Jordan.
me
I didn't see the
No,
article.
I'm saying for the
I don't
chat.
know
I'm saying for the chat. Stop doing that to Ron professionalism, man. Stop doing that to Ron experience, man. That's crazy work.
No, I just want to put. I just want to put it out there. I sent.
Quick side note, Joe. Bill Belichick just took the UNC job. But anyway,
Did he?
I saw that. Yeah,
Yeah,
of
he
course
took
I saw that coming.
Go Tar Heels.
Mhm.
For real.
For real?
Yeah, he took the NC job.
Go Tar Heels.
Okay,
He
Bill.
trying to get some of that NIL chicken. So I ain't mad at him.
Shout out to
Nah,
him.
he trying to teach. That's what a lot of these kids need. Teach.
There it is, Jordan. One more time for the people that ain't hearing you in the back.
Hey, bring that
Jordan.
super chat up. Hey, Ron, I'm trying to do your job. Bring that super chat up so I can explain my point of why I think the product is worse. Because it's been boiling on me in my mind. But this is why, and somebody said, without complaining about 3-point shooting. I ain't even got to talk about 3-point shooting. Let's just talk about IQ.
Jordan, can you read the super chat first and then address it?
All right. Super chat from NP13. Jordan, can you explain how the NBA product is worse? How the product is the worst it's ever been without complaining about 3-point shooting? I want to understand your statement. Let me explain it. So it's worse just because of IQ. This game is predicated on everybody trying to be a scorer. Everybody thinks they have to score. Nobody understands the game from a chessboard piece. Like when it comes down to, okay, we have one score. What am I going to do? It's like, if you can't score, you're not going to make it to college. You're not going to make it to the NBA. You're not going to do this. And it's like, bro, y'all don't even understand the game. That's why it's worse. You got so many people out there like Cam Thomas, good bucket getter, excellent bucket getter, but he don't understand the game. He just out there just shooting, just hooping. And that's what the NBA is. A lot of just people just hooping. It looks like open gym. This look like a glorified open gym with paychecks, a referee, and jerseys. That's all it is. There's nobody out there. There's
That
nobody
boy's spitting
out there.
right now.
No, he not. No, he not. Ox. You know why he
We're
not?
never
spitting out?
gonna finish the.
Yes, we are. We 100%.
Oh, Mars,
this.
damn
Yes,
the
we are.
list. Go ahead,
what?
chill.
You know
Come
why
on,
he not
man.
spitting? Because when I said the exact same thing that Jordan said about the majority of these guys do not know how to play basketball, I'm an old head, and it's not
Nah,
1995.
I said, but chill. I said you were spitting this.
Hold
You
on,
got chill. When you said it,
it's not.
I had your back. Chill.
1995.
I had your back when you said
It's
that.
not 1995 anymore. Chill.
It
It's
ain't got
time to
nothing to do
move
with
on.
1995.
And I did what you guys told me to do. And not you guys up here, but I did what you guys told me to do. You guys told me to evolve. You guys told me that this was the game. You guys told me that this is where we were going in the NBA. This is the game today. And I got on board with you guys. Now you guys don't like it. Now it sucks. I don't
Keep
want to hear your
going.
shit.
No, hold on, chill.
Keep
Hold on,
going, chill.
Look, this the only thing that I'm gonna say. This is why I'm talking about this, bro. I coach kids. Like I coach kids. Back in the day, our example was the NBA. Our example was college. That's how we learned what we learned.
Yep.
These kids' example is the NBA. It is college. These kids have in their mindset that they some lethal scorer, but they score 5 points a game. These kids have in their mindset that I'm a bucket getter. I'm a bucket getter. Just go watch these weak ass highlight tapes. This is the weakest highlight tapes I've ever seen in my life, bro. They be having no look passes and don't even show the finish because the motherfucker missed it or he probably turned it over. Like I'm seeing this firsthand. These people, these kids, these people, the younger generations, and it's not no hate. It's just saying for everybody that's aspiring to be a good basketball player, this is what I tell people. The easiest way to defeat what y'all seeing right now is increase your IQ. You would be a far better basketball player than anybody. All you gotta do is watch. These kids
Jordan,
don't even watch basketball.
You said it's not hate, Jordan. I hate it.
Not hating on them. No, I'm not hating on them.
You might not be. I am. I hate it. I hate it.
Where we
It's
at, Ron?
terrible. It's terrible.
Where we at, Ron?
Y'all done?
Yeah, where we at, bro?
Yes.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I'm finished. I'm finished. I just had to get that ran off. I might have one more later on after, but whatever.
Oh,
It's-
God.
All right, Penn, it's on you, and you have Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards.
Good.
That was easy. All right, Jordan, you have Evan Mobley.
Good, of course.
Chill, you have Jalen Williams, J-Dub. Do it, Chill.
Oh, yeah.
Put him where he belongs.
He about to say some hate nonsense.
Slap that boy right in the middle of that list.
But he plays with Chet. He plays with Alex.
That's what I'm thinking. May
He
I
plays with
please?
Lou Dort.
Lou Dort.
You guys, this is unserious.
Yeah, that's true. Casey Wallace too. I don't know.
I think he's a good defender, relative.
Thank you.
Yes, that wasn't even that hard. I don't think that was that hard.
But he could have been mid though.
In what world?
Okay. All right, Ron.
We got to move on. We don't got time to, get into that. But
Mhm.
Ox, it's on you, and you have your man, Franz Wagner.
Ox, come on. This one ain't hard.
Franz is a good defender, though.
No.
Yes,
Of course
he is.
he's a good
I
defender.
think Franz is a good defender. I don't know about you, Jordan.
He'll
I
defend.
think Franz is
Yeah.
a good defender for sure.
Got him at the mid tier, but it's okay.
Do you?
Yeah, I
I'm not mad at you for that. I think there's some lapses sometimes. There's some lapses there
Yeah.
sometimes, but
You can say that with a bunch of guys, though.
right.
Oh,
I think he does his job very well. I think he moves his feet, especially for a guy that's 6'10", as big as he is. He moves very well. I think he recovers. I think he does all the things I'm looking for a defender to do. And the thing about it though, Jordan, everybody's not going to be good at everything on the court. And
I
so
agree.
there's-
I'm not one of those. I'm not.
That's
one of
not
those
where we
guys.
live, though, Ox. We don't live there
Yeah.
today.
Nah,
No, we
everybody
don't.
live there today. That's why everybody want to be scores. That's why
Franz is a
everybody
good
want to be
defender.
scores.
But
Franz
but
is a
y'all,
good
but do y'all know where Franz lives? He lives on a team with Jalen Suggs. He lives on a team with
Wrong gonna do this for everyone.
KCP. He lives on a team with the best
better
defender
than
per
KCP.
minute, Jonathan Isaac. I'm just
He's better
saying,
than
like,
KCP. Jonathan Isaac barely plays. Come on, man. Like, don't do this.
Franz
He's
is
not
like
better
that
than
third.
KCP.
I think Franz is probably that third best defender.
He's
Yeah.
really good. Like,
After
he's
Suggs-
really
after Suggs
good.
and
I
KCP?
can't believe this is a conversation
Suggs and
at all.
Jonathan Isaac. Yeah, I think
Oh,
probably
I'm
that
sorry.
third.
I think he's
Yeah,
good. I
KCP?
think there's some things. I think there's some things he can improve
I
on.
said
But
what I said.
if he were to
That's
improve on
fair.
those things, he would be a perfect basketball player. So, and we just can't have that.
To
Like there's
be
no
fair,
perfect basketball players.
If
So.
he was on, like, I think there's like 8 teams in the league that I can think of where he would be their best defender. If that's the case, if I'm right, he's a good defender. He's a really good defender. He would be the
Those
best
teams
player.
just have really bad defenders.
Right, see, and see,
That
Penn,
may
that's
be
that's
true,
the that's the problem. That's the problem I'm having. You can be the best defender on a team of a bunch of weak ass defenders, and you're not a good defender.
He would be significantly the best defender. He would single-handedly move their defense up 3-4 points. Like, he's a really impactful defender. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
34
I
points.
believe so as well.
Yeah, 3 to 4.
That's a lot of impact.
Not points. Sorry, that's not what I meant. Like 3-4 places. So like if they're the
Oh.
29th ranked defense
I got
without
you.
him, I think they would move to like 25th with him. Like I think he can move the needle that much defensively.
As you should, sir.
all right, Big Ox just ranked Franz. Next up, it's on you, Mars, and you have Jaylen Brown. This should be interesting.
Wow, that was interesting. You know, he's probably the best defender we've named so far.
Jaylen Brown is not a better defender than Evan Mobley, but keep going.
I mean, there was a lot of names that have been put in.
Yes. Let's chill out.
Let's
relax.
No, I think
close.
Jaylen Brown's good. I think he's good.
Penn, I know, but we can't push back on everything, right, Penn?
I think
But-
he's yeah.
Well, if it's wrong, you can push back.
He's somewhere between mid and good. He's not bad, but he's not the best defender we talked about today. There's like 9 guys.
I think
that
Ott
are
said that
clearly
just
better.
in jest. He was just.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
I didn't think he thought he was better than Anthony Davis.
Right.
But yeah, I put him good.
All right, Penn, you have Chet Holmgren.
Good.
Jordan, Jimmy buckets today.
Good. I will never disrespect.
Sounds like these stars play defense. That's what I'm hearing.
That's what it's.
That's what I'm
starting to
hearing.
look like.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, taking Jimmy
He's still a
Butler.
good defender today. I think so.
That's
Yeah.
fact.
Well, I don't know. Maybe not. Based on this next guy we got. Jordan, you have Domantas Sabonis.
Nah, Jordan just had
Jordan
Jordan
just
said
had
Jimmy.
I just had Jimmy.
Yeah, he just did Jimmy Butler. Look
Oh, even better.
Where you at,
Chill.
Ron? Where you at, Ron?
Chill. You have Domantas Sabonis.
I think Domantas Sabonis is a mid defender.
he's bad in Jokic. Okay,
No, I think Jokic is a mid defender.
you put Jokic in bad.
Well, put him in mid. How about that?
No, don't. Wait, Morris.
Morris,
Demontis. So look, I don't think I would have put Demontis mid, but Demontis is a better defender than Jokic. So.
I do think he's a better defender than Jokic, but I think he's mid.
Well, technically he is because Domantas is in the mid category and
Yeah.
Jokic is in the
Jokic in the
bad.
bad category. All right. Shout out to
Speaking of bad
Hey,
category,
shout out Demontis, man.
yeah, shout out to that's how I got that deep wave, man.
next up, cover your ears, Mo. Big Ox. You have
Oh, he's
Harden.
bad. He's terrible.
Yeah,
Terrible.
who?
The worst.
Who hard?
Ooh, trash. Ooh. You don't even gotta say his name. No.
I would go mid. Shout out to
Hell no. In the words of my man, Ox,
Jordan.
weak as hell.
Best-
In the words of my man,
Best,
Ox.
best.
hell
He
no.
was the best post defender in the NBA at one point.
So was
No,
Luka.
he was not. No,
Straight
no,
up,
he wasn't.
MP13 is saving this chat single-handedly. Props to MP13.
Luka and James Harden were never the best post defenders in the NBA. Never.
They be trying them on the post. They don't succeed.
Yeah, but they were never the best post defenders. No,
yeah,
they were
talking
not.
about never a better
those
post defender.
stats always misleading. But James Harden and Luka are good post defenders. But
Facts. James definitely.
I'm
is
gonna
a
be
good
honest. I'm gonna be
post
honest.
defender.
In today's game, being good post,
But that
defender,
ain't saying
especially
much
as a
though.
guard,
It don't say
has
much.
very little value as being
Jordan,
provided.
Yeah,
if
that doesn't say
I'm
much.
on the post, if I'm on the post, right, and I'm guarding my son every time, like, okay, yeah, you're a great
I've
post
seen gifts to
defender.
give you what? I don't know. man.
That's true.
Mars, you
It's
ain't have
true.
to do that, bro. Now, because I'm about to be on playback with Gift. I'm gonna be thinking about that every time he says something. I'm gonna be on his ass like, nah, hell. I'm gonna be acting emotional.
All right, Mars, you have Ja Morant.
Bad.
Whoa.
Pin, you have Triple J.
Good.
Jordan, you have Kyrie Irving. Make the brotherhood happy.
I'm going good, man. Stop playing with Kyrie.
Mars,
All right.
is Ja Morant better? Is
Good?
Ja Morant, is Ja
Why
Morant
Kyrie
worse
not a
than-
good defender? Solid defender.
This is why we need to
Shout out to
define
this-
what is good. How
Yeah.
is he good? If it
I-
like
Look,
Y'all
I'm
just
only
put
you
him
only giving me the
anybody.
tier. I'm just going off the tiers. Good, mid, bad. He's not
what the-
bad. I think he's better
if
than
Kyrie
mid.
is
So he's
good,
good.
what the hell is mid?
I'm just going off the tiers. I don't think he's bad. I think he's a little bit better than mid. So I gotta go good.
Kyrie,
you could go
Yes.
mid.
I'm
and
not
no
mad
one-
at you. I probably would have put him.
Jordan,
mid,
is he
but-
close to? Okay, is he
I
close?
don't see
You
how
said
can make the case
you
that
said he's a
Kyrie
little
is
bit better.
better
So
than
really
this.
quickly, Jordan, is he closer to mid or is he closer to good?
To me, he's closer to good.
So then we got to go. Good.
Yeah, okay.
I don't.
And
think
Mars,
he's a- I'm not
You,
saying he's
you,
a
you
bad
tell me that
defender.
Ja Morant is a bad defender. Yeah, Mars, is he?
I don't think John's
Is he a worse? I think you're going off relative to what we're doing in terms of tiers because I don't
Is he a
think
worse
you think
defender than who?
than Dame.
No.
Okay, that's what I was figuring. Yeah.
But Dame is in that Halliburton, Trae Young group. Like,
Yeah.
if there was a tier below bad, egregious, I wouldn't put Ja in egregious. I think he's bad though. But Kyrie and Goods is interesting, I guess.
Very.
You're just saying it's
very
interesting because you don't want to say it's crazy. I don't
Everyone
think
has
only
their
have three
own
tiers.
opinions. I just don't.
I'm
I
interested
know
in
I don't
crazy
agree with
people.
that. And I know
Crazy
there's,
people
I know there's
interest me.
not one thing Jordan could say that would convince me that Kyrie's a good defender, but he's seeing something different, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I think, yeah, like I don't know if we're thinking of it in terms of percentiles, which is what I was pushing for initially, because now we're just all kind of subjectively ranking our stuff. I would say he's closer to a 50th percentile defender, 60th percentile defender than an 80th percentile defender. And if you're good, to me, that means you can move the defense up. Like Franz is a good defender. Jonathan Isaac, good defender. You know, when I look at Jalen Suggs, that's a good
Yeah,
defender.
but we don't have that many tiers. That's the problem.
No,
We
no,
don't have
I
tiers.
hear you, and that's why I was trying to get some clarification on what is good. Because if good is just above average, well then, like, god damn it, like there's 450 players in the league. Are 180 of them good? Like that to me is like nuts. Because to me, it's like 50 good defenders in the NBA, 60, 70 good defenders. That's the cutoff. So if I'm putting you in that list, Kyrie Irving, a top 70, top 80 defender in the league. Like, let me ask you a question. Like, I'm not even trying to push back because I agree with 85% of what you say, Jordan. If you had to rank out every defender in the league, is Kyrie a top 50 defender, top 100 defender, top 150 defender? Where are you at? And I'm talking sum total, positionally, wings, guards, centers, all of it, because that's what we're doing. We're comparing them to the league.
I would say right under 50, if not 50, top 50.
Okay, so now I've completely lost it because, yeah, I could think of 50 players in the Western Conference that are better defenders than him.
I don't, but I mean,
OKC have 7 of them.
They might have more. Like,
yo, he's a Mavericks fan. That's okay.
No, I'm not a Mavericks fan, but
Kyrie's closer to bad than he is to good, in my opinion. So
Jordan thinks he's good.
Sure. Okay.
Mars thinks he's bad.
I don't think it's that many good defenders in the NBA either, though.
Okay.
I don't think it's that many good defenders in the NBA either, though. That's part of the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying. Like, I just don't think so.
Like, I don't understand a league in which LeBron is a bad defender and Kyrie is a good defender. When I
didn't say LeBron was a bad defender, though.
Yeah,
no, you didn't. But we collectively did. So we put LeBron in bad and Kyrie in good, and I think those guys are separated by like one place. Like they're not that far apart from each other. Like they're both to me kind of like other ends of mid. So I don't know. Anyways, it's cool.
The thing every time we do tier lists, this always happens. Everybody in the comments like, oh, well, you should have said this. Mid means that. This means that. Like I think I agree with what Penn was saying, or kind of it's like, but the good is just above mid. So average. So average is mid. Above average is good, and below
it's bad.
It's bad. Like we could just do it that way and be easy. Like we don't all gotta have a brain aneurysm. It's not that big. Just rank the players. Let's do it.
Yeah,
I agree.
I just
don't think by any measure Kyrie comes out as good. But I do agree.
Yeah, I would put Kyrie smack that in that mid category. But hey, he's good now, so we rocking. Next up, it's on you, Chill, and you have Jalen Johnson.
I don't think he's proven to me enough. He ain't been around long enough to prove to me that he's a good defender. I don't think he's there yet. I think he's a mid defender right now.
All right. Jalen Johnson, you go in the mid tier. All right. Big Ox, you have LaMelo Ball.
I got come on, bro.
You got LaMelo Ball.
He's saying bad.
Get in line, Melo.
All right. All right.
We can tell.
Mars. Joel Embiid.
Good.
Can't make things like this up, y'all. Penn, you have Scotty Barnes.
Good.
Jordan, Kristaps Porzingis.
Good.
Is he bad in Kyrie?
Yep.
Okay.
Why wouldn't he be?
I'm just asking.
Why though? Why would you ask?
Because you put Kyrie in good. I just want to know where Kyrie stacks him up.
So we didn't argue for 30 minutes that just because somebody's in a good category,
no, I want to know
it might not be better, but that don't mean they're bad.
I want to know where Kyrie's going to stack amongst good. I want to know if he's going to be the worst player.
Yes, but he probably will, but that don't mean he's not a good defender.
If we have 2 minutes at the end, I would love to read down a list of like 30, 40 players and just ask everybody if they're better than Kyrie, because like
the answer will be yes for all of them.
Okay, let's move on.
It's gonna have to be yes for somebody. It's gonna be like that for everybody. If Kyrie wasn't in there, it was gonna be somebody, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's right.
Chill.
Sir.
You have Trae Young.
Bad.
Big Ox, you have Paolo Banchero.
Mid.
Who jamming in the back? That's fire. Ron, you have Tyrese Halliburton. And I'm thinking
bad.
Based on
he's bad.
Running one player.
He's bad.
Why he all of a sudden
gets
top in?
He's like he's one of the worst defenders in the league. Don't cap here, please, Lord. For the integrity, whatever integrity is left in this list, don't destroy it now by capping for your Pacers.
Kill the list.
He's
burn
bad.
it up.
There we go.
Rip it up.
He
All right. Tyrese bad. This bad
Thank
tier
you.
is starting to add up. By the way, too.
Yeah, because
Penn,
we're getting to the point guards now. That's why.
Penn, it's on you, and you have Pascal Siakam.
Mid.
I don't agree.
Yes,
Bad?
that's a good tier.
Yes,
I think he's mid.
I think he's very clearly bad. But
I mean, again, Damian Lillard, Devin Booker.
but-
Is he closer to Devin Booker? He's closer to Devin Booker. We take Devin Booker in mid,
I
right?
guess sure.
Like,
That's
he's
how.
six-
If that's how
he's
you're
6
doing
foot.
it.
Like,
Okay.
he doesn't box out. He's not the greatest rebounder. He's not the greatest switch defender. He's a terrible rim protector, but he's long. He's versatile. He's very lazy in transition at times. I don't know, man.
It sounds like you just explained a bad defender with solid physical tools.
Right. That's exactly it. He used to be a great defender. Now he's kind of mid. I would say he's teetering between mid and bad, but yeah, I can't go bad with him given the players that we've already put in mid. And
Who y'all talking about?
Pascal Siakam.
like, I legitimately think that he's a better defender than one player in the good category. So, like, at least one. Okay, so I'm gonna have to put him in mid.
All right, Jordan, you have Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, the stats be on Towns' ass, but I value his shot blocking. I go.
He move his feet a little bit too, huh?
I go mid. I go mid.
Yeah, remember when he was doing the Jokic last year?
Yeah, but I go mid.
All right.
What's amazing?
I
is he's
won't
almost
give him bad.
Single-handedly, like, turned the Knicks from a defense only team to an offense only team. That's how much he swung the balance.
Yeah,
Or
still
maybe
good,
he's just
still
that
good.
good.
But the fact they got OG over there, it'll never happen. Like playing that defense.
How
boy.
is-
They are a
Man.
bad defense right now with OG and with Mikal. They're still a
OG
bad defense.
Well, that's because Mikel's contributing to the badness, but that's a whole nother discussion.
So OG holding his own by himself.
OG, Josh Hart, Deuce McBride,
Josh
three.
is not a great defender.
energy. He's not a very good.
But OG
he's
is, though.
their third. OG, Josh Hart's probably their third best defender.
I think Josh is a
In
good
their
defender,
rotation.
though. I don't
I
think he's a
think-
great defender. He's a good
I'm
defender.
genuinely still on the table that I think Mikal should, in theory, is their third best defender. But yeah, Josh has outplayed him so
In
far this
theory,
year.
but in practice, he's not doing it. Who's in their rotation right now? I want to make sure I'm not lying when I say that I think Josh Hart is their third best defender.
So OG
Yeah,
clearly
Josh
the
Hart is
best
their third best
defender.
OG, Deuce McBride are their two best, and then it's probably Josh Hart. It should be Mikel, but it's not. So yeah, he's their third best defender.
All right,
Shout out to Josh
chill.
Hart.
Sir.
Speaking of
6
the
first
Knicks,
round picks, 6
you
first
have
round picks.
Julius Randle.
Julius Randle is not on the Knicks, but okay. Julius Randle.
Do the right thing.
has been a-
Do the
yeah,
right thing.
Julius Randle has
You know
not
they
been-
say no. They say no, don't say no to drugs.
May I please? May I, if you don't mind? Julius Randle, who I've always been high on, he has not been a good defender.
Thank
season, no. He has
Thank
not.
Okay, he hasn't been good, but where is
Thank
he?
you.
Who has not been mid neither. So
Okay,
no.
Okay.
Yes,
No, he was
sir.
I was just making
First,
sure
Ron
he was
did
on
the right thing with Tyrese Halliburton. Now you do the right thing with Julius Randle. I respect it. I respect it. I respect this list more and more with every passing pick.
All right, y'all. We have a few more names to go with. We're gonna run through everybody one more time.
Oh, okay.
And here-
So we got
and-
like 5 names.
Yeah, and here's how we're gonna do it, y'all.
Mhm.
Big Ox, you have Zion Williamson.
We don't even know what the hell to put Zion.
Yeah,
He
I
don't play.
don't-
shit.
yeah, I'm
He ain't
just
play
saying,
shit. I don't even.
Yeah,
Like,
That's
I
what make it
don't know.
work.
Zion play defense, man. What we
That's what
doing?
make it
You
work.
got-
Hell, we don't know how to
I got to rank Zion. Ron, we can't get a replacement in here.
I'm here. I'm
I
fine
even
with
on
an
the
injury
list.
replacement, but I mean,
All right,
he
he
know
even
how
on the
Zion play
list.
defense.
Mm.
All right, you have Lauri Markkinen.
Mid. I'll put Lloyd mid.
Facts.
He just doesn't do anything spectacular. I don't think.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? I think he's kind of just, but he's definitely not a guy that just gets picked on regularly and he doesn't like kill the defense. So I'll put him mid.
Interesting.
Mars, you have Darius Garland.
Okay,
Here we go.
I'm going to put him bad, but
However,
I actually think he's having a really good defensive season for what you can expect
Okay.
from Darius Garland.
Mhm.
But I still think overall he's Darius Garland. So I do think he's a bad defender, but like he's about as good as a bad defender could be. Like
Bro,
he's
that's the most
he's
insulting
maximizing his
it is. It
the most
is.
insulting
You're about as good
compliment
looking
in
as
the
an ugly
history-
chick. You're
like,
about
I
as
don't
good
like-
looking as an ugly chick can be.
He's an extremely limited defender physically.
That's your issue with him, Mars, because he's
And
small.
he's
That's
not much of a defensive playmaker. But he competes at a high level. He understands his role within the scheme, and he fights when he gets hunted inevitably. So he's about as good as I could hope Darius Garland could be. Is what I'm saying. But overall, I still think he doesn't help a defense.
She looked like she got hit in the face with a frying pan, but her fits be so fucking fly. And her slick
Chill,
talk
you doing that
is-
one wrong.
Her
I'm
slick
saying,
talk
like,
is
wrong.
so
Chill.
dope.
She don't look good, but
Everything that he can control,
She got a fat lord. You know what? She got a fatty. Yes, she
Come
does.
on, gang. That
And her
put
slick
that
talk. Oh, you
move
thought-
you from
I
mid
don't
to
get how
good
that's
right
an
there.
insult. All I'm
That
saying
move
is
you from
everything
mid
that's
to
within
good.
his
Chill.
control.
Don't do that.
Mars,
Everything
you
that's within
called
his
her
control is
ugly,
good.
but you said she
Her
good.
face,
And
her
her
slick
face a
talk.
little bit.
He
her
called
face
her
little
a
bit,
butterface.
She got a wagon.
I could see myself
on it.
putting Darius Garland in mid, and I didn't see that being possible for Darius Garland when I was watching him 2 years ago, last year. But this year, I'm really impressed with Darius Garland's defense. I just think he's still physically limited. He still gets mismatch hunted. He's still not going to provide anything at the rim, but he's going to compete when he gets switch hunted. In terms of his off-ball awareness, he's constantly engaged. He's constantly rotating. He talks. Like, he does everything he can to
Why
not
can't
hurt
he
his
be mid?
defense. I just think by virtue of his size and and his stature, he's still going to ultimately hurt a defense more than he helps it. So I'm putting him bad, but like I could put him at the bottom of mid, and that's impressive to me.
So Mars, he is a butterface.
Shout out to Darius Garland, man.
all right, y'all. We got 3 more. Jordan, it's on you. Or no, Penn, it's on you when you have Draymond Green.
Good.
Jordan, it's on you. You have Bradley Beal.
Mid.
No.
Chill.
Jordan
Last
don't
but
like
not
calling
least.
people bad defenders. That's what I'm seeing.
Last but not
Hey,
least,
the
it's on
skills
you.
are so good. It's so hard. The skills are so good. It's so hard.
Interesting.
You have Jared Allen. Chill.
Good.
All right, y'all. This is what we're looking at right now. Let me go ahead and slap this on the screen. Personally, I thought we did all right with the list. I ain't even gonna lie to you. All right, this is where we're at. Good defenders. We have Victor Wembanyama, Donovan Mitchell, Giannis Antetokounmpo, De'Aaron, Bam, SGA, JT, AD, Ant-Man, Evan Mobley, J-Dub, Franz Wagner, Jaylen Brown, Jimmy Butler, Triple J, Kyrie Irving, Joel Embiid, Scotty Barnes, Kristaps Porzingis, Draymond, and Jared Allen. Those are your good defenders.
I
Ron,
wouldn't
Ron,
be mad
I
at
would
all
love to come
moving
back to this.
Kyrie and De'Aaron Fox and Spider Mitchell down to mid. I think this list would automatically get better. I'm just saying.
Penn, that's the issue. How about what if we added we got bad, we got mid, we got good, and then we just add elite. That's it. That's as far as we go.
Right.
What if we did that?
I'm not mad at
I
that.
don't think it takes a genius to figure out that we're not saying Wemby and De'Aaron Fox are the same level of defender.
Sure.
Like, if someone comes
Well-
in here like, well, you think De'Aaron Fox is as good as Wemby? Like, I'm gonna be honest, I just think you're stupid. Like, I don't think it takes a genius to figure that out, that we're not saying they're on the same level. We're just saying they're all good.
I mean, chill. We could add an elite, and then we could also add
I don't think we need to
A
add
trash
anything else.
can.
but then you're
No,
trying to
put a
add
trash
like the
can
tier
on
below
both.
bad.
Because bad is I think bad is that. I think that if we added, what what I don't want to do is I don't want to have Giannis and Jalen Williams in the same category as defenders. I think Giannis is a better defender. Than
Jalen's good.
I think he's damn good. I won't argue that, but I don't think he's
They're
as good as
both good.
Giannis.
Well, yeah,
I think we could just respect our viewers and believe that they're not imbeciles, like Mark said.
I
Like, you
have
know what I'm
faith
saying?
in them
I'm
not
pretty
thinking
sure.
we think Anthony Davis and Kyrie. Well, Kyrie shouldn't be. That's a bad example. But Anthony Davis and Shea aren't the same level of defender. I think people understand that, even though they're in the same tier on this. Now, in terms of overall, I disagree with at least 2 of the people in the good tier. But that's not too bad considering the amount of names we have. So
Are those 2 people Kyrie Irving and De'Aaron Fox?
3 people I disagree with. 2.5.
Is Spider Mitchell one of them?
No, Anthony Edwards is one of them.
Oh, damn. Okay.
You don't
But
think
Ky-
Ant should be up here, but you think
Kyrie-
Donovan Mitchell should be up here?
Donovan Mitchell's been
I think
good.
Donovan Mitchell has more of a case than Anthony Edwards at this point. But Kyrie, I think everyone should unanimously agree shouldn't be here. And then Donovan Mitchell, De'Aaron Fox, I can understand not having them here. That's fine. And then Anthony Edwards, I probably don't think should be here either. So 4 names. 4 names, I'll say I disagree with. 4 names.
All right. Well, that's the good tier. The mid tier is Devin Booker, Alp Şengün, Cade Cunningham, Kevin Durant, DeMontis Sabonis, Jalen Johnson, Paolo Banchero, Pascal Siakam, Karl Anthony Towns, Lauri Markkanen, and Bradley Beal.
I think KD has to move up. I
Move
think
up?
Cat has to move. Yeah, I think KD's a good defender. I think Cat has to move down. I think Larry Markkanen has to move down. And I think Bradley Beal has to move down.
All right. Well, that's where we at with the mid tier. And as for the bad tier,
Yo, am I blind? Where's Jaylen Brown?
Good tip.
there's
Am I
buddy.
missing him?
There you
Oh,
go.
there we
Nah,
go.
that's
My
the
bad.
trade
My bad.
All right, here we go with the bad tier. We have Tyrese Maxey, Nikola Jokic, Brandon Ingram, Jalen Brunson, LeBron James, Steph Curry, Luka Doncic, Dame Lillard, James Harden, Ja Morant, Lonzo Ball, or LaMelo Ball,
Whoa,
Trae Young.
What the hell? What the hell is up, Ron? You done went through
Trae
the whole
Young,
family.
Tyrese Halliburton, Darius Garland, and Julius Randle. It's the bad tier.
I'd maybe be able Brandon Ingram and maybe Jokic going into mid. Other than that, yeah, I think the bad tier is fine.
Maxey too. I don't think Maxey is a bad defender.
He is.
I think Maxi's a really bad defender.
Horrible.
So basically
I agree, and I'm a
all-
really big Maxey fan. He is a bad defender.
So basically, these 4 guys right here.
3, no, 2. I'm LeBron is. I don't think there's an argument for LeBron being a mid defender this year, unless you take it as in he's capable of being good in stretches.
No,
That's the only argument I see for LeBron being anything other than bad. And that's not a compelling
He's
argument.
playing with a lot of really bad defenders too.
Player,
So, like, look, man, I think defensive.
He's
role,
part of the bad defenders.
yes,
I'm not
he's
not
part of
denying
the
that.
problem.
He's
in that conglomerate. He's
a
not separate
huge-
from them.
He's a huge part of the problem. He doesn't get back in, in transition and stuff. But I'm saying, like, I think if put in proper context, LeBron could be a mid defender in most situations. It just so happens that he's in a situation. Does it ever factor into our minds when we're talking about guys playing defense, how much easier it is to play good defense when you're already not contributing a lot of load on offense? Like, does that matter?
It's always like that. It's usually always like
you
that.
know,
Yeah, I
like-
get
like
it.
a
If you
lot
have
of
lower
star
offensive
players-
words and it's easier to play defense, but I'm sorry, I'm not going to do the hypothetical. What if LeBron didn't have to play offense? Could he be good on defense? Unfortunately, he's asked to play offense. So what he provides on defense is bad. Maybe it wouldn't be bad if he had to do less, but he has to do that. So what he does on the court is bad. That's where I'm stuck on it. But I understand the theory of if you do less on offense, more energy for defense, therefore you can be better. I get it. But I'm talking about what you actually do on the court and not what you could do in theory if you didn't have to do this. Then LeBron's bad to me. So, yeah.
All right, y'all. We about to get around to these super chats. Before I do that, make sure you guys like the video. Make sure you subscribe to Player's Choice. Make sure that you just continue to do your thing, chat. And also make sure that you download PrizePicks, because this is the best place to get in on new NBA action. When you play $5, you can get 50 back instantly in promo funds when you use code THEPANEL. This is who is sponsoring this show. This is who is sponsoring this platform. And I highly advise PrizePicks. All right, we have super chat, so let's go ahead and make it happen. This is what the people had to say today. The first one is from Baba. Baba has been a member for 8 months, and he said, we all know who Penn voted for after that comment.
Why does it matter, though? That would be my question.
The next one is from Ashraf. Hope I got your name right. He said, Chris Cash, Money Middleton is greater than Gilbert Arenas. No word of a lie. Anyone agrees? Gil can never do what Chris did in the 2021 playoffs and that that 40 piece in the finals.
Who Muff, you are
That's crazy as
spitting.
hell. Crazy
Spitting.
as hell with Gil, bro.
Spitting.
Crazy.
For sure, crazy.
Crazy.
Did
You
Chris Middleton change? Did
are
Chris Middleton revolutionize the game? I don't think so.
Man,
spitting.
Gil, boy, Gil, what's wrong with you and Gil, bro? You don't like what you say on his show? Cool.
Gil
I
was
don't
hating
even
on
watch.
Sacramento.
I don't watch this show.
Man, you cannot deny the fact of who Gil was as a basketball player. Like, you cannot deny that. Gilbert Arenas in this era
would be a demon.
He'd be on this.
Man,
He'd be on the bad defender.
And LaMelo's a demon too. So
why you say so? He would be better than Chris Middleton for sure.
Chris Middleton a hooper. Chris Middleton a real basketball.
What is
player,
Gil?
bro. A bucket getter.
Gil a hooper. I don't like that take by Steven Jackson. Gil a hooper, bro.
And you know, Steven Jackson, I felt where he was coming from. I think Steven Jackson missed on a couple things when he was saying that, but
I feel where he was
It's
coming
just
from
what-
too.
it's-
But
it's just
some
what
of
When
the
he said
people,
that you're not a hooper unless you play like both sides of the ball. Is that what he said?
basically,
Yeah.
and that's how I feel.
Because I do-
don't-
because I
can't-
do agree.
you know what I'm saying?
at one time he said that hooping, like, you can be hooping and just be playing defense, and I do agree with that.
Yeah.
Like you'd be like, damn, he hooping, like, and he just getting all the rebounds, getting stops, he getting steals, like, bro, he hooping. So I do agree with that. I get what he's saying. Steven Jackson, one of my favorite players too, though. Even though, hey, that's so glad Finn.
And Gil was dope though. Gil was cold. Like Gil was damn near unguardable for a season or two there. Gil was nasty. But
Yeah,
I go a lot when I'm ranking. I always go a lot on like who would I rather play with, who would I rather coach, who do I think is more impactful. I'm gonna
Gil.
go Chris Middleton.
I'm gonna go Gil. But hey, P, I got a question. How the hell you get Davion Mitchell commenting on you? But when I post shit, I get singers and rappers and shit like Tank and K Camp and shit like that. I don't want to talk basketball with some guys or some singing ass guys. I don't want to talk basketball with them.
I have,
Tank, what you know about who?
I have a particularly annoying quality about me. I'm very persistent and I'm very annoying. And I think I just have that type of personality that, you know, people just want to tell that person to shut the hell up.
Tank.
Don't worry. If I didn't know me as well as I do, I'd be telling myself to shut up every day.
Man,
too.
Tank
Hell
act
no.
like he
I would
want to
never
smoke
say
with
to
me.
shut
I'm
the
like,
hell
Tank,
up.
get your
I just
goofy
think
ass
it or
on.
comment it in the chat or something, but I wouldn't
Huh?
say it.
Super chat from Maradi Tanzambi. Maradi said, Chilltown,
Oh my
if a 50-win team is 7th in the West,
I'm not voting
In
for
a-
that. Don't even read the rest of it, Ron. I'm not voting for the dude on the seventh best team in the West.
He just asked which
No.
conference is better. That's all he
That's
asked. Which
it.
conference is better? Which
I'm
conference
good.
is better? Oh,
all right.
okay.
He also said, also at their peak chill, Jokic or Curry.
Curry.
Come on, bro. What type of questions y'all asking?
Well, you think it's Curry as well?
Yes.
Interesting.
Don't even got to think about that.
Interesting.
Masinko said, shout out Keon Dooley. Lawrence.
Thunderberg. That's who he meant.
Who's
He meant
Lawrence
Thunderberg.
Thunderberg?
He meant Lawrence Thunderberg.
Shout out
Luke
Mr.
Babbitt, Roger
Thunderberg.
Mason.
Luke Babbitt, Roger Mason Jr.,
Who?
and Stromile Swift.
Hey,
Does
shout out
shit.
Luke
Roger
Babbitt.
Mason Jr. needed that lotion, bro. He used to be ashy as
Man.
hell, but
Who was the last one? He said Stromile Swift.
Yeah.
yeah,
Shout out
Stromile was trash as hell for the Rockets. I hated
Ron,
Stromile.
what's the guy's name? I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on his name. Roger. He was an artist. He played for the Supersonics for a while. Then he ended up moving on. Oh man, with
Artist?
Oklahoma State. Yeah, he became.
Oh, you talking about Desmond Mason?
I love that fucking dude.
Desmond
Joe.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
all-
yeah. You talking about the
yeah.
Cowboy?
Hell yeah. Desmond
Yeah.
Mason was dope.
Mhm,
Yeah, I like
that's
Desmond, but I didn't like Roger Mason though.
Mhm.
Jordan, I told you about. Yeah, but never mind. Yeah, I told you about.
Shout out Desmond Mason and shout out the Kobe stopper
Like,
too.
you ain't tell me about no Roger Mason, but it's okay.
No, not Roger
Shout
Mason.
out
I was.
We're just
No,
doing
no,
random
no.
shout outs to players. Shout out Rod Strickland and Latrell
he's-
Sprewell. Yes.
Shout out
Yeah,
them.
you showing
But he
all
said
NBA
Keon Doolin.
players.
Keon Doolin was disappointed, bro. I used to like Keon Doolin in college, but when he got to NBA, shit is disappointing. I'm like, damn, Keon.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kobe
Jordan,
stopper
you
Ruben
wasn't.
Patterson.
I mean, you wasn't here, Jordan. But I had told that story before. How Luke Babbitt was the first person to ever dunked on me.
Oh,
Yeah, he did
That
me
shit
dirty.
happened?
Oh, yeah, I wasn't tripping. I was like, damn, who is this white boy?
hey, what is more demoralizing? Getting dunked on or getting ripped? I think it's getting ripped. Motherfucker rip you once,
Losing.
they rip your ass again.
It ain't demoralizing. The only thing demoralizing is losing.
Yeah, for sure. I don't like no what you call that, participation trophies.
Carlos Hernandez said the Mavs are like 9 deep. They have Grimes, Najee, and Dinwiddie. The Mavs needed more ball handlers to create their own shots, and they got them.
They rolling.
Will they use them in the playoffs? Is going to be the question. Or will they become
I expect
corner boys?
Brendan Grimes and Najee to be heavy contributors in the playoffs. I don't know.
Or will they be corner boys in the playoffs, Mars?
I doubt it. I mean, Dallas don't seem to be using them that way. But
That's how it always go.
no, it's not. But I mean, I guess.
Luka Glazer 77 said, "Can Luka enter himself into the MVP convo by performing great and winning this game?"
He's been in the MVP conversation every year for like the last.
Because he got hurt and they forgot
He's
about
always
him.
been in the MVP conversation. But the fact that they was rolling without him, that's going to be hard. He might get into the MVP conversation, sure, but
He stay healthy and start putting out triple doubles, he'll be in the MVP conversation.
yes, he will.
Shout out to Maya Morgan. She became a YouTube member today. And also, shout out to Dub Nation.
Hey,
Mars,
cheat.
real quick. Yes, no.
Man, I'm a changed person now. I don't.
Yes,
answer
yes
those
or no,
questions.
Mars? Yes
No,
or
that's
no?
too much negativity in there. I'm not answering
Okay,
that question.
I just want to know if anything's changed. That's all. As you were saying,
Hey, chill. You know who
I've
came across my
changed.
who came across my timeline yesterday?
I
Bob Surra.
Love
You
Bob
too?
Surra.
Bob Surra.
You
came
might have
across
sent that to my
timeline.
timeline. Because hey,
Might
I
have,
was
bro.
up early in the
Like-
morning.
Love
No, he-
Bob
Surra was
Surra.
nice.
He came
Bobby
through the
Surra.
timeline. I was like, oh shit, I forgot about Bob.
Nice.
He was cold. He was
Love Bobby
cold.
Surra.
Mhm.
Hey, he used to be
Yeah.
cold as hell on NBA Live too. You just go to the goal and dunk that motherfucker, boy.
Oh,
With the
Bob
weakest
Surra.
dunk
He
I've
He
seen.
was in the dunk contest. Yeah.
He had the weakest dunk package you ever seen, though. Straight rim gauges. Couldn't block that motherfucker. Two hands, just right off the top.
MP13 said, "Who decided the tiers? Because without taking the time to specifically define each tier, the defense properly, the entire list is pointless because you are putting defenders of different tiers together."
Can we get a super chat from somebody from New York so we can read it in DMX voice?
Is Trae Young a bad defender? Yes, he's in the bad tier. Is Devin Booker a mid defender? Sure, he's in the mid tier. Is Wemby a good defender? Yes, he's in the good tier.
Mhm.
Oh no, Motherfuckers
It's not
do
hard
that.
to
He's
understand.
So,
Like, I don't get it. Like,
so uptight. Like,
we do a list of
relax
great
little
shooters in the NBA. We're gonna have Steph in the tier. We're gonna have Kyrie. We're gonna have Dame. We're gonna have all those guys. And then someone's gonna be like, "Well, Steph's better than all of them, so let's make a new tier." Like, you know, he's a good shooter. Like, you get the point. Like, it's not that difficult. I feel like sometimes you guys just overcomplicate things.
Cultured Kunta asked me a question. He said, "Ron, you messed with the name? I prefer Cultured Sonder, but hey, I'm not mad at Cultured Kunta."
Hey, chill. I was listening when you made that reference. I thought that reference was kind of crazy, but I feel you. Especially relative to Penn's point.
Man,
thought
shout
that
out
was
to
kinda
boy
crazy.
Kunta, man. Shout out to boy. Ishak Ira said West All-Star locks. Jokic, AD, KD, Bron, Luka, SGA, Steph, Ant, Wemby, J-Dub. Who gets the last two spots? I say Kyrie and Ja. Triple J, Fox, Booker are options as well.
I don't think J-Dub's a lock.
I don't think so either.
I think everyone else is. But who gets the last 3 spots?
KD got to
Probably
stay.
J-Dub.
KD got to stay healthy.
Shangoon gonna get one of them spots.
KD gonna make it off fan voting anyway. Healthy or
So
not,
you
KD
right.
gonna-
Shangoon gonna get one of them spots. Come on now.
Hell, Shangoon is not making the All-Star.
You know what they need to do? They need to do with the All-Star like how they did for the end of the year awards. So what? Because it's gonna be
You
in
gotta
February.
play like 65% of games until that point. Or
Yeah,
something.
let's call it like 38 or something. You gotta play like 38, maybe 42.
The fan vote.
I think
always
Kyrie's gonna be an
set it
All-Star
up.
this year. I think Kyrie's gonna be an All-Star this year. I expect Jaren Jackson to be an
Damn,
All-Star.
damn the fans, Jordan. Damn the fans.
Nah, you can't damn the fans. Not damn the fans.
Damn, Ox. Damn the
I mean, no one competes in the All-Star game anyway. You might as well just make the people.
Yeah,
deserving
yeah,
of
the
it.
All-
No, remember
All-Star
they switched up the
That-
format. They
Yeah,
gotta
but nobody
compete now.
cares. Let's just simulate it. When
No, they
Anthony Edwards said that dumb shit,
Yeah, they do.
when Anthony Edwards said that dumb shit, like I'm gonna just shoot left-handed and all stuff. That shit pissed me off. I'm like, damn man, I was a fan until he said some goofy ass shit like that. I'm gonna
It'd
just
be
shoot
cool
my
if you
left
started
hand.
making the shots though. If you started
When's the
making
last
left-
time a top 3
fucking
seed in the
would.
Western? When the last time a top 3 seed in the Western Conference didn't have an All-Star?
top 3
I don't know
out.
because the Hawks had 5 of them.
First and foremost, Ox. If I'm not mistaken, didn't De'Aaron Fox make the All-Star team? He did make it.
It was an injury
It
replacement.
didn't make a difference. He still made the All-Star team, Ox.
He shouldn't
the
even have
All-Star.
went. He should have been like, man, damn this
Yeah,
All-Star guy.
he made
I
the
ain't
All-Star
going.
team. So
Injury replacement. One of the best point guards in the damn NBA.
yeah.
Classic sent through a super chat. He said star players shouldn't play good on defense. It's more effective for stars to be elite off ball by getting steals and blocks.
Yeah, I disagree with
Shouldn't
that.
take the word should now.
Yeah, I disagree with that.
And that's why he's wearing a 49ers jersey.
That's
That's
a Tampa
a
Bay
Bucks
Bucks.
jersey.
Damn.
Oh man, close
Damn,
enough.
Ron, that was
Might as well
Tom
be a
Brady.
might as well be a 49ers jersey.
Is he wait? He's saying that star players shouldn't play defense. Is that what he said?
On
Is that
ball.
what he said?
Yes,
On
on
ball.
ball, yes.
He said
I
that
disagree.
star players preferably should be good off ball. I get what he's saying though.
I
don't
get what
necessarily
he's saying too.
agree.
I just don't like the word shouldn't. I don't necessarily agree, but when he says shouldn't, it's kind of like,
Why though? Why shouldn't star?
yeah,
players
that's what I'm
be
saying.
on-ball
That's what I'm
defenders?
saying.
Why?
He shouldn't
Because we're
put that,
taking too much away from them on offense, so I can't be a great player on offense.
World class.
and on
He's
defense?
world class athletes. Sure.
But
That's what I thought.
it's impossible to ignore the fact that playing defense, like especially tough on ball, 94 feet pressure defense, that is going to take away from your legs closing the game. It usually does. I'm sure there's someone up here who's going to say, but it shouldn't. These are athletes. These are world-class athletes, but they're human beings. And when you look at, some guys in late game situations, shooting short jumpers, having a lot of turnovers, that's usually because of fatigue. You could almost guarantee a turnover is coming when a guy starts grabbing his shorts. I'm like, all right, this is gonna be a weak pass or a short jumper. So yeah, I could understand teams wanting to preserve or conserve some of their stars' energy. And I like the way the Bucks employ Giannis in that roamer situation where he can still impact the game defensively. He can even shut down like a half of the court with his activity, but it's not as taxing on his body to do that as, say, what OG Anunoby does.
If you tired, sit down, bro.
Hey, and breaking news: Kyrie Irving beat everybody in the Mavericks in a one-on-one tournament,
That's what.
and he got a belt. And he got a belt for it.
He got a belt before I got mine.
Yep.
Hey Ron,
I knew that was
hey
coming.
Ron. Okay, Ron. What is the? I'm gonna fight you, Ron.
I sent it to Mars's London address, but clearly
I don't
he's
wanna
in
hear this shit,
Alabama.
Mars. Get Mars's
So,
belt.
Mars, you got to talk to your people that's in London, and they got
Nah,
to send
he
them
got
to
to
you.
talk to
belt.
customs. He got to talk to
Get
customs.
to the super chats, man. I'm tired of talking about how hard done by I am by this company, man.
Mars, you got to go talk to customs. Tell him this is important.
Richard Bujold, however you do say it.
Bujold.
Thank you, Richard, for becoming a YouTube member. Jackson Williams. Jackson Williams said, list will never get done if Penn has to yap for 10 minutes between every name.
Well, guess what, Jackson? The list did get done. How about that?
Yeah, but now look,
Yeah.
we're 7 minutes overrunning. So like,
Shout out Penn.
It ain't had nothing to do
Yeah,
with
it
the
was
list
more than
not
just
getting
Penn
done.
yapping. Penn was definitely yapping, but everyone was yapping except me.
Yeah, shout out Penn though.
You too.
We can't yap a little bit and let us
I
yap.
guess not. I guess not. Apparently not. Not around here. And if you do say something, you're being emotional.
I can't be emotional sometimes. What's wrong with being emotional?
Exactly.
Emotions
Hey,
are part of the
man-
human experience.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. Men have emotions. Let it out, Ox.
I'm
I guess not.
passionate.
No,
I'm passionate about basketball. I'm
You gotta be a
passionate.
That's why we
cyborg.
never get anything
Nobody
done.
cares about your emotions.
You gotta be a cyborg. Ox.
If
You gotta
you're
be
a
harder
dude,
than-
nobody
you
cares about your
gotta be
emotions.
harder than
I promise
Chinese
you
you.
man.
man.
Ox.
If you're an
I'll
emotional
do it.
man,
And you know the thing about that, chill? Chinese math ain't even hard.
It really ain't.
Numbers is numbers.
Yeah, I was gonna
they
say,
do
it's
they do
a-
math
it's
totally
a-
different
it's-
though.
yeah,
They
As
do
you were
math
saying,
totally
Ron, I'm
different
sorry
ways.
because I don't.
2
I
plus
don't
2 is
know.
still 4.
It's the same answer though, Jordan. Ain't no big deal.
Yeah, it is. It
These
is. The way they do
these
it.
mo-
The way they
these
do it
damn-
is different though.
Nah, well, maybe to you, but look, Jordan, these damn Poindexters think everything is just so hard. Like, oh man, this shit ain't hard.
Yeah,
You
facts.
need to actually like really understand math before you can start categorically saying it's really easy or really whatever.
It's just-
No, I'm sorry. Nah, man, this is like people
know,
saying like,
man,
oh
these
man,
boy-
it take them this long to do clinical trials. Like, what do you know about clinical trials, man? Sometimes people just be talking so much shit about
Yeah,
something
it's
they don't
okay.
understand.
A lot
Yeah,
of
it's
times,
okay.
a lot of times,
Like
a lot of
I
shit
would
that they
I
can't
would
do.
never try to
Think
tell
it's
Jordan,
easy.
yo, it's so easy to train an NBA player. I mean, shit, do I know about
Yeah,
training an NBA
that
player? You
shit
got to
is
actually
hard,
know
too.
some stuff before you start
Yeah,
criticizing
man,
something
y'all
being easy.
y'all think shit is hard. It ain't hard.
Y'all, I
No,
think
it's
Well, then
hard
why
for
do you do
them.
it? Hold on. If math
It's
is so
hard.
if math is so
It's
easy,
just-
why are you so bad at it?
Math is easy. You try to make something math that and it ain't math because you don't understand it because you're a Poindexter. That's why.
I'm bad at math.
Oh shit! You think
Cultured Kuta Bandits.
I'm a
That's a
what
hell of
now?
a name.
What was that?
Culture
That's
Kuta
right.
Bandit said,
Never mind.
Jordan, by that logic, isn't that the old generation's fault? That's who's coaching now.
No, it's not.
First of all, let me say this, and this is not to address. I'm gonna address Culture Bandit first. That's number one. Culture Bandit. No, it's not the old generation's fault. It's mainly social media and it's mainly people's parents. That's number one. Parents. It starts and stops at home. But number two, let me just say this: if you mad about anything that I say or whatever comes out, how I'm saying what I'm saying, and you in the chat, I just got one thing for y'all to go do. Get your ass up and go take a shower. That's it. Let's move on.
So basically, you saying go wash your funky ass.
Because they talking a lot of shit, but not wiping their ass. So it is what it is, bro.
Ron, why did Ox get booted for Poindexter? That just means bookish. I am bookish. I read a lot. So what? That's okay. I don't take offense to that.
The books.
Maradi Tanzami sent through another super chat, but didn't say anything. But shout to you, Maradi. Thanks for sending that through. Bilal Century said conspiracy. Kyrie will be an all-star starter based on fan voting from Kai Cenat's stream boost. They are going to make it a mission. LOL.
Kyle was teaching lessons. Kyle was teaching
All right,
lessons.
See y'all dudes tomorrow. Later.
All right, chill.
Kyrie was teaching lessons on the Kyrie was teaching lessons on the stream. I thought it was cool. I just saw a little clip. I don't really care too much about it. But
I don't think Kyrie will be a star, but I think he's definitely gonna be an all-star this year.
Yeah.
MP13 said Dame had a CTE take. He's just being delusional.
I mean, I don't think there's ever been an NBA player who said they're bad on defense.
There should be. You can't fix what you don't accept, right? So say like, I'm bad at this.
I say free him, Ron.
Big time accountability.
I doubt that's gonna happen.
Masinko said, chill. Here's one for you. Shout out Terrence Stansberry. We hip to Terrence?
I ain't hip to him, but it's okay.
I've definitely heard the name.
I heard of the name, but I have no idea what it is. It sounds familiar, but I don't know.
Y8MS said Ron got sentled. That's crazy. Slow ass.
So Y8MS, you're wrong.
Yeah, yes, it didn't.
You're slow, Y8.
Damn.
Napoleon Ice Cream said, would Bronny cook George Mikan?
I have no idea. I doubt it.
Hell no.
I mean, George Mikan's 6'10", 6'11", Bronny's 6'.
Yeah.
6'11". I don't think he was 6'11".
Pretty sure. Let's see what
Allegedly.
Google
Mars, you
says.
gotta say allegedly.
Yeah, let's see what Google says about Big George.
Pretty sure he was
Big.
6'9".
Google says 6'10", but
So we're both wrong. All right.
yeah, he basically 7'4".
Relatively.
Yeah, exactly.
Nico said Ron got sentled.
Did Ron get sentled? And no, you did not.
Got you too, Nico. Mo with the last super chat of the day. He said, show us the list, Ronald.
It was
And
a good
on the
list,
way out,
besides like 7 names.
on the way out, this is the list. Make sure you guys study it long and study it right. Here you go. See you tomorrow, or see you on playback tonight with Chill and Ox. We out.
Merry Christmas.
Peace.